let's go ahead and get into the session, shall we? On that wonderful note.
Oh yeah, I spent $2,000 to smell shit.
All right. Did someone count down already, or?
Oh,
Lex, you want to? There we go. Let's just have Lex do it now forever.
No.
Because obviously she's not going to stop doing it. Anyway.
well, neither am
It's a
I.
race for
Picking up
dominance.
where we last left off. The party first decided to get some cover. Declan dashed off to the treetops, looking for a cave to hide. He finds one, and the party quickly find themselves in cover to protect themselves from whatever is searching for them. If, of course, there is anything that is searching for them. That evening, the party begins talking about their next moves while attempting to explain the gaps in their memories to Aktha. Meanwhile, Tomotaru leaves and Cass goes to follow. In the wreckage of the airship, Tomo finds their tools, but nothing else, as the rest are charred and burnt to a crisp in the crash that had occurred just hours before. Cass followed them and stayed with them for a while, attempting to talk. But there wasn't much in the way of discussion, and Tomo watches the fire and burns their newly bought mask, putting back on the old one. They are then visited by Ajax, the lycanthrope they had found on Bleakspire, imprisoned, carrying a message from Dacton. Since the world has seemingly gone awry and things are now dangerous, he extends an offer to Tomo and their friends. For the time being, they are able to join him in safety. Tomo initially rejects the offer, but Ajax offers over a scroll of sending that they know who to send to if or when they change their mind. Later that evening, Utgard asks Sweet Daisy to send him back to the facility of Project Eden. Upon reaching there, he meets up with the DM and Delilah and learns about what has been happening in the world. Firstly, Terrathiel's army marched on Pretoria, along with other large cities with religious ties. The Emperor fled the capital along with the last remaining horseman, Death, to Bleakspire Island to rebuild. Additionally, Delilah recommends to be careful in their next steps. Helping Terrathiel take down the Holy Empire might cause more trouble, as with his goal finished, he may set his sight on a new goal, something that the party cares to protect. And so, they're recommended to take advantage of the Holy Empire's distraction and prepare, find new power and new allies to fight against Terrathiel. And last of all, Vecna, Jack Vance, is still alive. Vecna was killed when his godly powers was separated from his body, but Jack is still there. The DM contained him in the orbital facility and is keeping him for reasons. Reasons that Delilah even herself does not know. And after being sent back, Utgard tells the party of what Delilah told him and would decide on their next course in the morning. Meanwhile, that night, while Aktha is re-summoning their familiar, doze off and see an endless expanse of white clouds and skies above, and some brief flashes of memory of their time from the past few months. But upon waking up, the memories are fleeting like a forgotten dream.
Cam, are you wearing
Yes.
claw gloves, or was I going insane?
Kyle, just
Oh,
because I forgot to ask, because there was a lot of other stuff going on. Could I have used my Elysian song just to give everyone a little extra natural healing buff? Awesome.
Yep.
So guys, your natural healing is doubled.
Wow.
You all wake up in the morning, and If you were below maximum hit points, you can get double currently. So that's 24 hit points restored.
Except for one of you.
Don't
I'm
worry,
at
I was at a
full-
full 6.
Oh no! Oh no! Well, good news is I have Revivify now.
Does Ogva get any
Right.
trauma XP?
Do I get
No.
trauma XP?
Great
We
news is
haven't fought
Revivify
creatures.
will only work on half the party, including
I'm-
yourself.
I'm gonna say sure. You get 500 trauma XP.
Sick! I'm halfway to level 2, baby!
Let's go! Let's fucking go!
I love this.
But
Hey guys, our begging worked for once. Only for the level 1 character, but it worked.
level 1 character, not for any of you.
Well, that's how it goes.
But-
Yeah. Sometimes we have to put everything aside to help the little guy.
Wolfgang, thank you.
Yes, you all wake up.
Yep.
What would be bright and early in the morning, but it is not bright. At
We
least
are also in
not
a
with the
cave.
expanse of gray skies that reach out beyond you. Endless, blocking out the sun, giving the light a dreary gray atmosphere. And the harrowing lack of animals and birdsong again punctuates the unnatural feelings surrounding you. As what Utgard learned the night before, with the gods' powers slowly receding, this world will eventually become uninhabitable. But regardless, the morning is yours. What would you like to do?
Continue my ritual.
I am going to go to Sweet Daisy. Daisy, I know you just woke up. Can you do me a favor? I feel like you were sending people a lot yesterday. Would you mind
Favor?
sending my... What?
Favorite?
What? No, fuck! Out of character, I'm screaming this, not in character. No!
We just talked about this.
I literally just did.
I thought you did
You
that on
won-
purpose, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I didn't.
You want a favor, Nelson?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. Who? I'm not sure who we're gonna have to send today. Let's see how many I've got.
Well, I just
I
needed
have-
to make sure my father's okay with the whole events going on.
I can do that. What do you want to send him?
Making sure he's okay and Lailshai's all right.
Okay,
It is technically a home of Ilmater, so
all right. Well, since we're doing favors, I actually had something I wanted to ask you later today, if that would be all right as well.
I guess I owe you a favor.
All right. And I'm going to send Nolson's dad.
Okay.
What's his last name?
Free water.
Free water.
Lord Freewater. It's Nolson. Are you okay? Crazy attack. Our ship got destroyed. We're fine. We're safe. Where are you? Need help? "25 words."
I have a feeling he knows what sending is.
25 words.
You cast your spell, create your message, but the magic doesn't connect.
Oh,
Does it fail or does it not connect?
It fails.
Like in the he's dead way?
Because it's divine magic and we don't have any divine magic anymore?
Nope.
No.
Because there's no recipient for the spell.
And Kyle always tells us if it's because you can't reach them.
How is Daisy gonna break
Is
the
this
news?
is this Daisy's face right now?
This
I
is,
imagine it is.
this is Daisy's face right now.
Kyle, it was a session. It was like 2 sessions ago, bro. you give them to me and you take them away.
Look, he was fated to die to the silver mask, and that fate just got its final destination rules.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nelson,
Mm-hmm.
I sent him, and whenever, I want to clarify, whenever Sweet Daisy sends messages, she says them out loud, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get any response.
What do you mean?
My sending, my magic works. It went through, but it didn't go, it didn't meet the recipient.
Excuse me, for a second. And he's gonna walk out of the cave.
Okay. Nelson steps out of the cave.
He's just gonna go on a long fucking walk.
Okay. Nothing but the sound of the wind in the trees.
Oh, I did not realize we were staying with me. Oh, hi.
Nothing but the sound of the winds in the trees. And only your footsteps in the underbrush.
I'm kind of just going to look up into the sky. The stupid ass, cloudy, weird, rainy sky filled with a giant lizard. Well, I was gonna roll one way or another, I guess. Shit, I wasn't expecting this. I was not expecting this. Oh my god. Kyle, you're staying with me and I need time to process this.
Okay. You stand in the field, eyes to the sky. The rest of you, what would you like to be doing in this morning?
I like to think before Octha like woke up from like the nap. I feel like because of the ritual, you're like taking like naps between or something. I like to think when you wake up, there's like a little paper flower next to you. And it's a little tulip. But Tomo's basically just like probably going for like a nice little pace back and forth in front of the cave. Just like a kind of on watch, kind of. I don't think Tomo slept very well. Slept much. But there's like, yeah, mask is on. And there's both a purpose to the step and both like a nonsense to it, if that makes sense. Like Tomo's going to go, like moving to move, but like, yeah.
Okay.
I like to think that Utgar got up early, and he, like, his armor's finally like reformed on him, and he uses the ring of arming to put all of his gear in it, and he just goes on like kind of a walk, and just he doesn't really know what to do, and he's just gonna try and like meditate, I guess, and put his head back on straight, for lack of a better term.
And it is a harrowing experience being outside currently, as not only is it just strange in general for the lack of any fauna, but it is a very heavy, stark reminder of your home, your old home, back when your
Yeah.
name was Nikolai. Gray skies, the lack of any sound of animals, and just a still forest.
Yeah, and he's trying to grapple with like Eldeveln is Utgard's home. It's where it's what he knows, but also it's like with like he wants Jormungandr to be free, but does that mean we need to evacuate everyone on this plane and get them to move somewhere else? And like, because it's like he fought so much and died for Jormungandr to remain free, and this is the result of like what he wanted as a god. So, lots of thoughts.
Do we know, does Terrathiel see the memories of Utgard when he's in like that extra dimensional like space facility? Like, does he see all that?
It is unknown for certain, but with the omniscience that he's been able to see Halberd's memories, then it is a safe assumption that he can.
Interesting.
And while he's out there, he is gonna like pull out the sending stone that Terrathiel gave him and just sort of contemplate it. Not gonna use it, but just consider.
Okay.
I think Sweet Daisy is maybe gonna go over to little, maybe gonna wander over to Octa. Is he asleep? Awake?
No, I'd be up doing my ritual.
Right. I'm gonna wander up behind you and give you a little tap on the shoulder.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I don't mean to interrupt, but could I see your water jug, your decanter?
Oh, sure. And I'll grab it out and hand it to you.
Okay. Thank you so much. You don't remember us, like, at all?
Kyle? I don't...
Can I have you make a straight wisdom check for me, please?
Oh, wisdom. I'm actually pretty okay at that. I lied. It's a 10.
I thought your wisdom was your dump
14.
stat.
14?
No, strength is my dump.
You try to dig around in your brain, and your first knee-jerk reaction, the first instinct is to say no. But when you try and go digging, you notice the gaps. It's not so much that you are forgetting something. It's more so that you can't remember.
Gotcha. I mean, I can kind of see where there was, like, time kind of gone, but it's... Have you ever walked into a place you feel like you've been before, but know nothing about?
Yes.
That's kind of the feeling that I have.
Okay. Well, for the time being, I know we all kind of already did introductions, but I suppose they were very hectic. You know, having an airship crash on top of you isn't really the best circumstances. So,
Yeah,
Octa, it's nice to meet you. My name is Sweet Daisy.
it's nice to meet you, Sweet Daisy.
We often, when we first met at college, we ran around and did a bunch of shenanigans. You know, you met her earlier, but we would often go to the coffee shop, and we would get something called the Bridget Special.
Okay.
It's like 70 pumps of espresso
Oh, that's
with like
a lot.
maybe some nutmeg. There was some spice floating in it, but it was really hard to tell what it was because it was very overpowering.
Octha,
Oh.
at the mention of the Bridget special,
Is this what brings back
You-
Right?
no, you recall the sensation of drinking it, the feeling it had on your body. You don't remember drinking it. You don't have the memory of drinking it, but that powerful flavor, the overpowering sensation that it had physically on your body is still there. The physical or deeper sleeping mind reactions to your past few months, past 7 years even, are still there. Like instinct, almost. Something that can't be forgotten.
Did you feel that? It was kind of like a weird, like, jolt. Like,
Like an earthquake?
no, like caffeine being injected straight into my brain and blood.
I mean, I didn't.
I mean, it was just like when you were talking about the Bridget special. I think this. It just like it was like the feeling of it. You know.
That's exactly what it was like.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember other things?
Not really.
Do you remember Bridget?
I mean, because I met her, but no.
Okay, well, that's it. You know what the Bridget special tastes like, though. That like
It was
hot lava shot of adrenaline
that,
and
yes.
just
So I don't remember drinking it or like tasting it, but I feel it. If that makes sense.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to overwhelm you with stuff right now. I can keep going.
I mean,
Did it feel good?
I mean, it felt. It felt. I mean, if you just want to like throw words at me while I finish my ritual, I do kind of want to see Fairdoon. Make sure he's still normal and okay, like he was.
Okay. How about this one? Do you remember what it felt like when Fairdoon was killed? When we were in Redwood's hometown, you were seeing through his eyes.
But wait, seeing through his eyes?
Yes.
I didn't know that was the thing I could do. I don't know. Do I? Is that something that sparks like a feeling?
Almost similarly. Just a bit. Again, you don't remember the event. You don't remember the circumstances. You just remember a red-hot fury and sorrow mixed together.
I just kind of remember the pain and sadness. Maybe like a little bit of betrayal.
That sounds about right.
But
Our friend Redwood was going through sort of an identity crisis at the time.
yeah,
We
Cass kind of told me a little bit about it last night.
Oh, so you've got like the overview.
Yeah, he kind of gave me a, here's all that's happened to us in the last couple months.
Okay. So you know, I don't know if Cass would have written any of this down since he wasn't there for most of them, but do you remember girls' nights?
I remember intense dread.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Jacob.
I remember it was exciting and fun, and then almost instantly bad.
I mean, they weren't. No, they were all bad. Almost all of them.
All of them.
I'm sure there were some good ones in there. It's just the ones that went horribly wrong stick out the most.
I genuinely don't think there was ever a good girls' night.
See, I like to imagine there was some off-screen.
No,
Off screen.
off screen in the on camera.
Girls' nights moments happened on screen.
Okay. Then they were all bad.
Every single one of them. They caused something horrible to happen into the party each time.
Well, I'll leave you alone for now. Thank you for the decanter, and I'm gonna take out a couple little pieces of cloth and start wetting them. Then I'm gonna walk over to Hadalin, and I'm gonna begin like putting cold cloth on his face, on the part that got singed.
Okay. Yep. He's just looking outside, up at the sky. Almost doesn't really notice you when you're doing your thing. Anything else you all want to do before?
I'm going to gather everyone together.
I am
Hey,
not there.
Instead of us coming to you, can you guys come to me? It truly takes me 24 hours, and I need to be here to do it.
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you.
How much worth a day do we have for Octha? How far is Octha in this? Is it like 12 hours?
I mean, you have
I forgot
until
what
like early evening before it finishes. So,
I'm gonna notice Nolson is nowhere to be seen. Alright. We need to figure out what we're doing. I believe we have a few courses to go by. I'm gonna go see if I can find Nolson. If you all want to start that conversation, figure out what we're doing next.
You stay, I'll go.
Trust you with any decisions you make.
I'll go.
Are you sure? You kind of have a lot of information about one of the options.
And he's just
Bring
gonna
on
turn.
Tomo. Bring on Tomo. Let's
Tomo.
do it.
I don't think that there is any stopping him.
Use my track feet. I'm gonna find
Yeah,
you,
I was hoping to
motherfucker.
have
Trackless boots.
some-
I have
was hoping to have
trackless
some
fucking
Cass and
boots.
Nolson time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want?
I know you're good.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who goes, but I have trackless boots. Good luck finding me.
I have such.
Tomo
I
has scent.
have sent.
That is
Tomo
I
true.
can smell your
scent.
tears.
I could smell your confusion.
Would you like to make a survival check for me, please?
I would love to. Oh no.
Maybe those trackless boots do affect after all.
Well, what's my survival? It's okay. I'm also just gonna use my devil's favor just to get another +2.
Okay, then.
Right.
total
Was
of
not good, apparently.
15.
15?
Oh, that's
Okay.
bad.
I rolled a 3.
I mean, you may have trackless boots, but Nolson was not careful to mask any other part of
I feel like since it's so quiet,
He's
I can
walking.
just hear him.
Yes. You are much too distracted with other things. So even though you don't leave behind tracks, you still leave behind marks in the bushes. And it is quiet, so you are... It is easy for Tomo to pick out even a very quiet noise in dead silence. And of course, your scent. So Tomo,
Yes.
you go and find Nolson, who is just standing alone, eyes looking up at the sky.
Don't shoot me this time.
He does.
I shoot you now.
This time I have a gun.
This time, I got a gun. I stole Adelyn's gun. I'm the one who has it. Hi, Tomo.
As important as it is, in my opinion, to sulk around, we've got to get moving soon.
Did Daisy tell you why I'm sulking?
I have ears.
Guess I was gonna be Lord of Lailshire eventually.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
I'm not going to start calling you Lord, though.
I don't care. Just and he's gonna look down. He has tears in his eyes. He'll look over to you. I lost someone again. And again, I wasn't there to help them.
Doesn't get easier. Just know it'll probably keep happening. Twice is a coincidence, but 3 times is kind of a pattern.
You're not
I
good
think
at
I'm on
comforting
numbers.
people.
Reality isn't comforting.
No, it's not. What number were you going to say? I'm curious myself. So many. I feel like you're counting with your hands. You're just like,
6, give or take.
I see. I know I'm not alone, but I've never felt more alone right now.
I think that is the most relatable thing I've ever heard you say.
I guess that's good.
It's not being alone.
Yeah. I lost my brother, my mother, my father, all within what, A month.
At least you haven't lost a friend yet.
I don't know if those are too comparable.
I should specify that there's still something you can hold on to.
Yeah. At least I know who to focus my anger on.
We're gonna need a lot if we want to have a chance.
I know. But when we get done with him, I'm going to make sure no one can remember the name Terrathiel.
I want to believe you, but I've been thinking about it a lot. And I don't see too many foreseeable ways of actually doing that.
There's one.
Keep it to yourself.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Understood.
Not that it's probably above a mediocre idea, but
Yeah, it probably is.
sad to say things aren't safe with me.
What's safe anywhere now?
I'm going to need your help.
What?
Kyle, you quick remind me of the continent or the country where Dacton's in right now?
You don't know specifically. You just know that it's on the continent of Lemuria.
Lemuria?
Yeah, Lemuria. Yeah.
Lemuria, okay.
You
Okay.
were never brought to
That's
where
fair.
Dacton is, and you were never told.
That's fair. We're going to Lemuria. We need to. But I know Daisy won't want to.
Yeah. Lemuria is where the one place is, right?
It's the other continent. The pasture lands. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was the name. I was blanking.
So there's like the pasture lands, there's like the Hellbred country, there's like all of like the spell scales,
that's where the spell scales are.
Hadozi.
Hadozi, yeah.
It's basically all the ones that are like the fucked up humanoids.
That's
over
so
there.
mean.
Fucked up humanoids.
Yeah.
Excuse you, I don't think I'm that fucked up.
No, I mean, to be
You have
honest
a
with
tail
you,
and horns
you're pretty
and scales
fucked up.
on your face.
You're pretty
So?
fucked up. Mentally. I was saying mentally fucked up, not the physical part.
Non-standard fantasy races.
There you go. I take it she's not going to want to go. She's scared. Understandable for her own reasons, but right now I can't put myself in a situation to care about her fears, and I don't think that that is going to help the situation.
You're right. You're right.
And it's no hidden fact that I am not the most persuasive or comforting.
I'm not either.
So,
As always, my brother. But at least I'll stand by your side on that decision at the very least.
do you still have that wolfsbane on you?
Yeah.
Good, you're gonna need it for the journey. Come on.
I'm going to cast I I believe it is greater magic weapon on my sword.
Shit.
Okay.
I think that's the right one. If it's not, I'll
How
switch
long-
it to magic vestment.
How long does that last?
24 hours. That's why I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Tomo and Nolson return and regather in the party. And now all of you are there. Present and accounted for.
So we all wanted to talk about our next move. I personally have something that I need to do, but it involves everyone but, well, I suppose Nelson and Octha not knowing about it. So I'm not sure how much time it will take, but no more than a day, I imagine.
What do you need to do?
I can't tell you is the thing, because if I do, Terrathiel might accelerate what I'm trying to stop.
I
Yes,
see.
that is true. The three of us that are now a liability. More than an aid.
Well, I mean, you're waiting a day for me. I'm sure I can spare more than a day for you.
Okay, well, I'm not sure if you wanted to come, Octha, or whether or not Utgard would allow? I'm not really sure what the situation is here. Are you...
They are
A
their own
chaperone?
person. They can make their decisions. I make my recommendations, but it is up to them to what to listen to.
All right. Well, it would be dangerous doing what I want to do, I think. You know, I might not need to go anywhere, but in the case that I do need to go, I would want friends by my side.
Daisy, if you need to tell someone what it is, we can go speak privately. Or actually, you know what? How about all the Hellbreds leave and you speak to Octa and I?
That is doable.
Yes,
You,
we can do that.
you all could discuss what to do afterwards. More plans?
That does mean your door is going to be unattended. So, keep that in mind. Because we will have to take that one who isn't listening to us, points at Declan.
Yep.
But just
Declan,
because he's not listening
so-
doesn't mean that.
Declan is already standing.
Yep.
Well, maybe don't.
Where's
We
Trigobor?
cinematically walk out like the four like mean girls, like
The slow motion.
Tregabor's in a spell scale body, right? Dacton was spell scale.
Yes, Dacton was a spell scale. So Tregobor is not, at least
Compromise.
physically, is not physically a Hellbred right now. So.
should we take him just in case? Because his soul is kind of hellbred.
Yeah.
Maybe just in case.
Yeah, it's probably a thing where like Tregobor like is like, oh yes, I'm Hellbred, and he starts walking out without even realizing that he's that he's not in a Hellbred body, and you know, if any of you are say anything about it, he'll just join you.
Yeah.
Uhtred's not gonna be like, he's not gonna stop him.
Like push him down. No, you can't come with us.
You're not a Hellbred anymore.
This is for real hellbreds only.
Tragapore. Just kicking dirt over him.
We're gonna bury you again.
Oh god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Yes, he follows you. So now it is just Octha, Nolson, Sweet Daisy, and Hadelin in the cave.
He's hanging out.
We have more Hellbred on or in our
In the
party than non-Hellbred.
Then non-Hellbred, yeah.
You would have told me at the beginning of this campaign.
That there would be 5 Hellbred.
It started with 2.
Yep.
Just start with 2, yeah.
Just kept on going.
We're multiplying.
And what's the idea, Daisy?
All right. So, Utgard informed me last night that Pretoria is currently under siege by Terrathiel's forces, and unfortunately, the secret, now not so secret location, because now all of our Hellbred friends know where the location of my previous church dwelling was, has been revealed. So they know where they are, and Nelson, you didn't get to meet any of those people, but Falmir did. Redwood did. And you did too, Octha, even though you don't remember. You helped me wipe beeswax chapstick all over the door handles and prank quite a few number of children. It's also where it was awesome. You actually were a ringleader in a circus we put on for all of them too.
Oh.
It was great fun, and it was Gon's head sector, and now he's, well, gone.
But
I'm worried that Leon's is just stuck in the church with a couple dozen children, not knowing what to do, not being able to move. Best case scenario, that's what he's doing, but worst case, he's
Dead?
yes,
Well, you
I'm
know
sorry.
sending, don't you?
I do.
Can you not reach
But you're
out to
afraid
him?
you're afraid to send him? Because what if it doesn't connect?
Yes.
Yeah.
I also wanted to bring up the possibility of going to Lailshire, making a stop in. I've never helped someone like that before, but I've been reading on it, you know, how to bring someone back to life. I saw Dolios do it once when a sector of the castle collapsed, and one of the head advisors perished, and he had information that we need.
Daisy, I appreciate the sentiment, but it'd be too late. We would have to be there with him. And none of us are powerful enough to bring someone back from the dead who's been dead longer than 6 seconds.
Okay. Well, would you both do me the honor of accompanying me to Pretoria? If they do need help.
If what Utgard said is true about it being under siege, I mean, I could try. I won't say no, but that does sound particularly fatal to me.
It
Damn.
does,
No,
which
that-
is why you're no obligation to go up, but you've been a member of this party as long as I have, and I think you're still in there. Your quick decision-making self, your tenacity for making unexpected choices, and getting people out in a pinch, even though you don't have most of your magic.
I mean,
I'm sure there's some way you could help if you wanted to, but
I might be able to sneak in, maybe. But like not in like the hiding kind of way. I might be able to talk my way in.
That would be good. You are the one that first found the church. I wouldn't have never met
Oh.
Leons if it wasn't for you.
How did I do that?
You met him at a bar, talking about cheese. I think you two exchanged some sort of secret handshake. Like, let him know that you were cool, and you
Oh.
got a bunch of lockpicks that I still have one of them.
Oh, that sounds handy.
Do
Okay.
you have a plan to get in and out, Daisy?
I was hoping we could just teleport straight in. I need to find out where Leons and the children are first. And then, if they're alive, I need to figure out who's going to teleport. I realize Marks and Bridget are probably beyond busy right now, so I was planning on messaging Bridget and maybe asking for the assistance of someone who knows teleportation, but maybe isn't so wrapped up in the political side of relocating an entire species.
Well, they've been to Praetoria, that is true, but they would have to know the exact location if we want a clean teleport. Without it, we're in the shark's den. Or the bear's den.
If I'm remembering this correctly, the abandoned church house that they were sort of masking as the entrance was on a fairly busy road. I'm sure they've walked that path before. And if we can't teleport directly to them, an alley should do. We could climb in a window. Maybe even go onto the roof.
I would not be good on a roof. I
Kyle-
couldn't get down.
Kyle, I'm going to do myself a favor because Cameron is dumb. That's me. I'm going to do a Nolson sense motive to see if this is the worst idea ever.
No sense motive. You're gonna do a vibe
There.
check.
I'm
Mary,
doing
you gonna-
a self vibe check to see if we go, we're just going to die.
Mary, are you gonna at least send him first to see if he's alive?
That's
First?
but
Okay, thank God.
We're just talking through the plan.
Okay, because Mary, sometimes your brain goes faster than logic, and so I thought you were like teleport in and be like, and then find him dead. It's like we could have avoided this.
They could have just avoided the whole thing. He's dead. Can I do a self vibe check, Kyle?
I'm just sure.
I have a good sense of motive, so
Self wisdom.
I have a 20 in wisdom.
Do you now?
I do now, so that's
Holy
why.
shit.
It's a class change, yeah.
That's right.
Okay, I thought it was a nat one. It's not. It's a 7 plus 14, so it's still 21.
21. I mean, the city's in siege. Yes. So it's kind of a toss-up. It's dependent on if you can escape the eyes of any aggressive peoples. And that's entirely dependent on where the siege is happening, where the bulk of the forces are, and where the focus is going to be.
Oh god, it's a church. It might be an old church. That's gonna be a first target. That shit's godlike. They
To be fair,
burned that.
it looked abandoned,
You,
but Terrathiel himself knew that was a thing. You know?
We
So
love
we'd be
committing
going
war
into-
crimes.
Yeah.
Terrathiel's
But
definitely a
Leon's-
war crime committer.
churches.
Lambs and the kids might not even be there. Maybe they all got out and they're hiding out somewhere in the city, but they're like stuck. You know?
Daisy, I know it's might be scary, but you'll need to send him first to see if he's okay.
Okay.
Also, I don't know. You tried this guy over here as well. I don't know if you wanted like his input on it too or not. Talk about
Hey.
Hadolin.
Adolin.
Adolin?
Isn't he
Adolin is still looking
unconscious?
outside. No, he's awake.
Oh, he's awake now?
He's
Wait,
awake.
I was putting wet cloth on him.
He's looking outside the cave up into the sky.
So Octha, they're like the same age almost.
Yeah, he's a little bit older.
He's a little bit older, yeah. But he's looking outside.
Adolin, what's your thoughts on this?
I don't know how we're going to get anywhere without an airship. He just looks outside again.
That's a good point.
would, are you're not okay, but, we are going to get moving soon. We've got a couple friends we can call that can teleport us around for movement. Would you like to come with me, Nolson, maybe Octha, perhaps yourself, if my friend responds to me?
I mean, if there's nothing else for me to do.
Okay. Well, you could stay here. That's something to do. You could rest. It's whatever you feel like you're up for.
Out
Also-
of game, it might be time that we put Hadelin into the sidelines.
We put him into a group home.
Uh-huh.
Oh
we,
god, we retire him?
No, we put him at the sanctuary.
We put yeah.
We put him at the sanctuary up north.
And it's
We
getting
can
to the point where
visit.
it
I
is
mean, he's going to be
not
at a very
safe
nice farm.
It is no longer safe for NPCs, save for the ones that are meant for combat, aka Declan.
Yeah.
I do want to point out, Mary, you're essentially wanting to bring 2 level 1 people into a
Well,
war zone
we
to
could argue
extract
that
a group
Hadelin,
of children.
Hadelin's like
might
what?
be level
level 3?
like 5 max, but probably more like
he was
3,
an
yeah.
artificer that
In-
made his own
yeah.
gun and stuff.
That's
In
true.
yes, in like game terms, Hadelin would be around like level 5 or 6.
Okay.
But
that's
Okay,
Declan,
so capable.
Really dangerous.
but Declan would
Really-
be on the level of the party, so 12th level.
Yeah, so we really need. I think it's time, especially since we don't have an airship anymore, that he gets sidelined,
Okay.
and maybe we format it as, can you help us by helping them, kind of thing.
Like, get a place ready for the kids.
Yes,
Mhm.
get a place ready for the kids, and also like help out the sanctuary, like build defenses and stuff if they need it, because they are connected to Shantae.
Mhm.
As another quick out of game thing, it's currently snowing right now,
Oh,
Oh,
Hell yeah.
wild.
and it is March
Okay.
24th.
I want to know.
It's actually
I love it here.
snowing at the
I
moment.
wish we were there to go romp around in your driveway for 20 minutes.
What? No, we didn't. No.
Now,
Just
Hold on.
says their goodbyes, goes outside, and proceeds to play in the snow in your front yard.
We
With
didn't do that.
No.
What are you talking about?
without him,
We would
Yeah,
never
without
do
me.
that.
We would never.
Because
In a
I was like,
million
oh,
years.
they're just going to head straight home. And then they're like, oh, man, we had so much fun playing in the snow outside. And I was like, what the fuck?
you disappeared so quickly.
It was literally as we were getting in the car, just like, oh, there's a path up into the snow right there.
oh,
Anyway,
Anyway,
Anyways,
Anyway,
We'd never do that.
we never.
so you could either come with us or you could stay here and
I
you
don't
know, you've excellent navigation skills, Hadelin. I will need a place to relocate them. They're all mixes of human and, elf children and other species, but when we were there last, I didn't see any hellbred, so I need help thinking of a place that's away from prying eyes, away that would be safe. Because, well, as long as we're traveling with the company we are, the second one of them lays eyes on Leon's and one of the kids, Terrathiel's gonna know exactly where they went and where he needs to attack next.
You're pretty bright, Adolin. You could always make defenses, make things that the kids would enjoy,
mean-
preoccupy them.
You saying make the kids a gun?
No,
no,
like make
maybe
them
get
a gun,
just-
a toy gun.
as long as I could be helpful again.
I will say
You're always going to be helpful.
The sanctuary does allow everyone. If you need a place.
It does, but I did think about bringing them to the sanctuary. Your parents are excellent with children, and I'm sure they'd be more than happy to have 40 plus under 7-year-olds running around on the farm with no warning. I'm sure that wouldn't
And they're
go
all
terribly
little
wrong
shits.
at all.
There's a lot more kids than I was gonna think.
And they're Char related, which makes them little shits.
Yes, they know how to crawl through the vents and inner wallings of homes and things, and how to get onto roofs.
Maybe not the sanctuary.
I'm
Aw.
I'm sure that would be a fantastic idea that your parents would be completely fine with. But the problem with that is we all know where the sanctuary is. Terrathiel is unpredictable, and if he knows that they're being housed there, then one, you'll never be able to go home if you choose to, because there'll be a massive threat there. You'll be endangering your family and everyone that lives there, all the voices of nature. And, we won't be able to go there until Terrathiel, which, we were going to invest in property there one day. So maybe after the threat is gone. It was very adult. We talked to like a banker. We planned to take out like a loan.
Huh.
Bear, this is how we get the orphans for our orphanage.
Kidding! That's exactly what I was thinking.
So we stop.
Anyway,
So, we need somewhere after they're safe to take them. Somewhere with no hellbred. Somewhere where Terrathiel wouldn't have any eyes. My first thought is like out in the woods somewhere, but those kids can't forage. They're city slickers.
They'll get traumatized by bugs.
They're city slickers.
So they need a place without hellbreds.
Without any religious ties, no hellbreds, somewhere with clean food and water, abandoned buildings for them to run around in.
What about the other school?
Which other school?
This is out of game. The other school.
Cass isn't there.
Cass isn't
Yeah.
there. This is out of game. This is Spencer. The other school.
Which other school?
The other college.
The Asia Concordia.
The one that
Oh.
the lady owes us a favor.
She does. Yeah.
I don't.
No-
my kid Nolson
ties to
doesn't know
religion.
about this.
No ties to religion. She could keep hellbreds away from them.
Mm-hmm.
And she also doesn't necessarily need to be the one watching them. She just needs to find a place safe for them. Another orphanage, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. That works. That works.
Alright,
Damn.
I'm gonna mute again.
Let's leave the children with the lady that decided to play a part in Redwood's death.
Did you say
Yeah,
that she's
that's-
in
okay,
She
character?
killed
She's a
Redwood.
mom.
She killed
She's a
Redwood.
mom.
We
She
do
killed
need to,
Redwood.
yeah,
She
we do
killed
need to
Redwood.
also point out that she might try and make the children test subjects, so that is something to keep aware of.
I mean, weren't they already?
I mean, yeah, but you'd be putting them into another situation.
Horrible to say, but like
I
they
mean,
were kind
yeah.
of done kids.
Yeah, you're right. Vecna
They
was
were
fucking up those
raised
kids.
Child
Yeah.
Synagogue soldiers. They were
Oh
like the
god,
bird
that is what they
orphans
were.
from Game of
That is what.
Thrones.
Guys,
That I mean,
What-
that's literally what I sent last session in chat.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting off track.
So I'm gonna send Leones.
all
I'm
right.
gonna do it. It's happening. Right now. Could someone hold up fingers? Tomotaru usually does it, but Tomo's not here right now.
Wait, no,
Okay,
I can't.
thank
I
you.
can't. I can't. I need to be in the
Oh,
ritual.
Nelson, do it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sweet Daisy, before you begin, Could you roll me a percentile dice for me, please?
What?
He's on a different
Oh.
plane.
He's on a different plane.
Roll me a percentile dice
Thank God.
as you cast the spell.
Huh?
That makes
did-
sense.
How did he get to another plane though?
He probably, who knows? He might have his own gatekeep.
He called it a favor.
Just like
Plane shift
he
is a.
probably.
I
don't
can have.
know.
I can currently have plane shift.
You have plane shift?
I could if I wanted to.
Yes, plane shift is a 5th level.
It's actually, yeah, it's kind of relatively
Cleric
low.
spell?
What it for what
So-
it is, it's relatively
Wow.
low.
The only like bad thing about it is that you need like an object or something
Oh, from that
attuned to the
plane.
plane that you want to go to.
Which we technically have a thing from hell, so we could go to hell.
It's
Okay.
me.
It's
It's not just
It's
you;
a-
it's also the Iron Flask.
Oh yeah.
it's a 0, 0, and then a 2.
So you
It's a
rolled a
2.
2. Which means it fails.
So your first sending does fail, but that is because you get the ping that Leon's is on a different plane of existence.
So they're safe, probably.
You think
yeah.
the hunters got him out of there?
You may attempt again if you wish.
You needed to roll above 5.
You did.
Or 10. It was 10.
Oh, it's 10.
Oh, it's
It's
10?
10%, yes.
Oh, it's 5% only in 5e then.
Apparently.
Is it a
Oh my god.
That's crazy, Bear. Do it again. It can't happen twice, right?
You?
It
That's
can't
Oh, no, it is
crazy.
a 5%. It is a 5%.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you did need to roll a 5 or above.
So you rolled incredibly shit.
It's
You know
just
that you
never-
can try again.
Okay, okay. So I didn't get
alright?
anything back, but he's alive.
That's good.
Which
Oh.
means he's different plane of existence.
You know, that would be a safe place for people right now.
It's in the afterlife.
I don't know how he managed that.
The ethereal
Um,
plane.
well, Daisy, how strong is Leon?
He's in the far realms.
No, I assumed not very, but at the same time, he took the screws out of a god's chair.
Well,
So maybe he's
Daisy.
super powerful.
Daisy, I can plane shift if I wanted to.
You can't?
Well, like I can learn it. It's not beyond my power.
Oh. Okay. Well, maybe you can get us there. I don't know.
Okay, Daisy, going ahead. I don't know the spell plane shift, but I can cast plane shift if I knew it.
How long would it take you to learn? Do you just need to like open up a cookbook?
I need to
And
level up.
see-
I
How
need
you would do that?
4,000 somethings or other.
How do you
I-
know you can cast something if you can't actually cast it?
That's a good.
That's a great question.
How do you know what you don't know?
It's in the priest spell list, actually. That's how.
Yeah, I
Oh,
read
the
it.
little book that's like a menu.
Yeah, I read the menu.
I read
read
the source book.
I read the source book.
Every player character walks around with a player's handbook.
Octa, you know what? That's a really good question. Why is my nose bleeding? Why do I know that?
Sweet Daisy, would you like to cast another sending for me, please?
This is my third sending of the day. I'm gonna try again.
Can you roll a d100 for me, please? 5,
You just have to get above a 5.
6 and above. The spell goes through.
It's incredibly likely.
Everyone blow on him.
It's literally the exact same odds of rolling a natural 1.
Did you just roll another 2?
No, it's not a 2.
Is it all zeros?
It's a 0, 0, and it's a 7. Can you see that?
Oh, so
then
you
we're good.
so you're good.
You're good.
Barely. You're barely good.
You summon 7
Wonderful.
Dante Blade
You
Weaver Vel.
You succeed. Your spell
Barely.
connects. What is your message?
Hey, I just rolled a 6 on my D100.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, guys.
I just rolled a 45.
I rolled an 86. My cloak would not work.
I rolled a 15.
Anyway,
21.
Right. Nelson, count me off. different plane? Leons, where are you right now? You're safe, right? You and the kids? I'm going to come get you. Please tell me you're safe. Anything about your location.
4 more words.
The five more I missed. I fucked up. I did 2 for a syllable. For 2 syllable word. I'm not the one who does this. I'm not used to it.
It's hard.
It's Sweet Daisy. If you couldn't tell.
Couldn't.
If you.
Yeah, I couldn't even say couldn't tell. Sweet Daisy's 2
Your
words.
spell gets sent off.
Sweet
And
Daisy
after a
is one
while-
word.
No, it's not.
What?
Is
Sweet
it?
Daisy is one word.
Sweet Daisy is one word?
I
I've always
It's,
spelled it as 2 words.
it's been always spelt with 2 words.
Yeah, I was saying
at least in the
Mm.
context of her name.
That's not how I gave you the name, Mare.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's
But
how,
even if
that's
that-
what it is.
And
That's
also,
how-
even if that was the case, it's still like
part.
you're still saying Sweet Daisy, which sounds like 2 words.
Well, no, it's the same way that Cass's name is Ghostworm, and it's one word, no hyphen.
Mmm.
But that's how it's been, so that's how it will remain. But
In common.
spell goes
it's
off.
words.
and after a while, you get a response.
We good,
Hello,
homie.
yes. We are safe. Gon had a failsafe set aside in case the church was attacked. We're in Arborea, in the safe house. Do not worry about coming. There's some weird skeletons here. I don't know what they're doing here.
The boys!
That cuts off.
Boys!
Huh.
We can't. You were peeking your mic,
She
Mare.
was saying that they're partying with the Bone Boys.
Nolson doesn't understand what that means, but yes,
The fact that they're with the Bone Boys,
makes it even better.
Whisper return.
Adolin should go to the.
they're gonna have the best cult ever.
Oh my god, are the Bone Boys gonna become the new head of the cult?
Oh no. They're the new heads of the synagogue.
You just hear spooky, scary
Synagogue,
skeletons
well, the
start playing.
synagogue's going to. The good news is the synagogue management is going to get fucked, and we're good then. We're good.
No, we're not, considering the shit that goes down in Danarant.
Yeah, but that means the Bone Boys failed, and we don't want to think about that.
We don't want to think about that. If we
'Cause if-
succeed, the Bone Boys succeed.
Yeah, because that
Timeline
means
changes.
But
the
yes, that is the response you get, and the message cuts off.
They're safe. They're in Arborea.
Oh, that's
Oh.
where my goddess
I mean,
lives.
God had like a fail safe. Thank God.
Wait,
so they're
wait.
not in
Hold on,
Pretoria.
wait, Daisy. Are you sure that they're safe? If this Terrathiel guy's going after gods, Arborea is where Shantea lives.
well,
What was the consensus on that? Had Shantae been
Right now,
back?
Terrathiel is attacking centers of religious power right now.
Okay.
He's currently not known to being going after the gods themselves, but their religious bodies.
I
Get 'em first.
I was worried because of the message we got from Raphaelia saying like, "Oh, we're way too busy right now gathering as many soldiers as we can."
so far,
So they should be fine. Leon's mentioned not coming to get them because they're probably safer there than anywhere here, if I'm being completely honest.
so we also have to remember we can't tell anyone else in the party.
Yes. It's very important that no one knows where they are.
We can
Caitlin, did you
probably.
hear that? Are you paying attention? Or are you looking out the
Did
window?
you say Adolin?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
You cut off right when you said Hadolin.
Oops.
But he just says, He just nods.
The giant secret. You too, Octha. Giant secret, Nolson. Giant secret, Sweet Daisy.
I think you should say that a couple times to yourself.
I think I got the point across. With just the one.
You're famously good at keeping secrets sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
I'm really good at keeping secrets. You know, I'm an enigma.
Yes, you are.
I don't even know my own mind at this point.
I don't even remember.
There's a lockbox.
My mind is
not
an
in.
enigma.
A steel trap that I do not have access to.
Oh my god.
Oh, I
Kyle,
see. This
Kyle,
is the
I'm
Octa
wrong.
we
Greater
missed out
weapons
on.
only 12 hours. Oh no.
So, Nelson, I know you said you didn't want to try, but are you, I mean, it's been, we can stop talking about this if you want, but when I saw Dolios resurrect who he did, it wasn't pretty. It took a lot of power, and he had been in there, the wreckage, for a couple days. They had to excavate him.
Daisy, maybe when we get stronger, that might be possible. Best I can do is raise someone who's been dead for less than 6 seconds.
And you can only do that to the people currently in the room.
And that means only the 4 of you. If any of you die, I can resurrect you if I'm close enough.
That's
I feel like
your. I'm talking about my reason.
You
know.
wait. You can.
I've never done it before. I've only seen Dolios do it, but I think that I could, coupled along with me being half a goddess squished inside a tuna can, I think maybe if we went there, hypothetically, ever since down here in Redwood Past, I've been looking at different ways to bring them back. I haven't found anything for their specific situation quite yet, but if your father was just slain by a sword or some other means of passing away through anything but old age, I should be able to do it. We could try it on like a seagull.
I don't.
Wait, Mayor, do you have raised dead? Raised. Let's. Wait.
Out of game. Sweet Daisy has raised dead. She's never used it before.
Yeah, I think raised dead is not.
Mayor, I don't think Raise Dead is the spell you're thinking it is.
No, Animate Dead is the one that creates skeletons. And
Raised
zombies.
Dead restores life to subject who died as long as 1 day per level ago.
Yeah,
So
we have
12 days
days.
ago.
We have time then. This is actually
That's
possible then.
12 days
This is-
ago.
Sorry,
It's
I was
a
trying to
resurrection
say that
spell.
in game, but I wasn't like. It's like I don't want to meta game and tell them this specific
Well,
mechanic. but,
you know what spells you know though.
Yeah. Like, Sweet Daisy's never done it before. Sweet Daisy, the character, doesn't know if she can actually do this. Meredith, the player, knows that if it wasn't 12 days ago, which we saw him like 2 days ago, I'm like, that's within the time frame. We shouldn't be able to bring it back. Find him,
Wait, you
could
can
do it.
wait back. Okay, wait, you're saying you can do that, Daisy?
I might be able to. I've never done it before. I don't know if it will work, but there's a chance. It's up to you if you want to take that chance.
We'll have to find his body.
Who was with him last time we saw him? Did he have any sort of advisor
That
something?
lieutenant,
I could send him.
if he's alive.
Should I do it?
I don't know. No.
Well, Nelson's looking through his journal. Can you back up like half a second? You're half a goddess?
Oh yeah, long story, half a goddess, yeah.
Was that not in the recap for your Cass's journal?
I feel like it was, but there was so much in the recap that probably.
You probably were like, oh, that's a joke.
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of spaced out for some of it. There was a lot.
Cass tried also to be really soft about certain things, so.
Octha, just so you know, that wasn't when we first met. That's not the first thing you learned about me, right? You don't need to be scared of me or impressed with me.
Okay, I'm more just
Like,
confused.
it's okay. So like,
Doesn't that make you a prime target for Terrathiel?
yes.
You know, that's a really good point.
But here's the thing. Terrathiel is running around doing to the other gods what was already done to me. So technically, I'm not really a threat because I'm immortal, right? I don't have access to my full goddess glory stuff. Like, I can't smite people down from the sky. I can't, I was gonna say levitate. I can levitate, but that's because of boots. That's because of shoes that I wear, not because of my personal accomplishments. But, you know, I'm like a delicious peanut butter sandwich. Like, I'm
just
sweet
peanut
daisy.
Only
Sweet
peanut butter?
daisy on the outside, and it's like, that's like most of the sandwich, and then on the inside, there's like this delicious protein-filled peanut butter filling. You know? And it's like, together, it's the sweet daisy sandwich. But if you take out the peanut butter, then it's just bread. It's just.
This is a weird analogy, Daisy.
Yeah.
I'm mostly bread, so you don't have to be scared of bread.
Honestly, Octha, if you think about it too much, don't worry. Just don't think about it too much. You'll be fine.
We're gonna find out next. Like, my dad's a dragon. I'm just kidding.
Please save that. Please save that. He did it, yeah, because that was one of the things he didn't go over.
Yeah, I'll say it.
Does Dawson know about that?
It was just Utgard.
Yeah. That was one of the. You arrived when.
Well, that would have
during
been
that time.
We split off though. That was just me, Utgard.
But you guys probably talked about it so much.
No, but we explained it. Remember, there were several moments when we explained
true.
everything that had gone on. So yes, Molson knows.
Oh.
And he would also know. He also would have overheard in the small cave that we were gonna let Octa's parents.
Have that conversation with him. I think there's
Wilson's a really bad liar.
That would be crazy.
That'd be nuts.
So anyway.
Let's change the subject.
What?
You have a tattoo.
I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Well, you have a tattoo on the back of your thigh. I don't know. I'm trying to change the subject.
I know
I'm
I
very
have
sorry.
scars that I didn't have before, but I haven't seen a tattoo.
I'm very much trying to change the subject. I'm sorry.
Just
I can't leave my ritual.
Okay, I'm going to send the lieutenant. I'm going to send him.
They have something on the tip of their elbow and they won't be able to see it.
Just fucking. God.
It's on their chin.
I
So like,
don't know. I can see the tip of my elbow.
I can't. I can't. Oh God, I cannot at all.
Oh, I can.
It's just out of.
It's out of my
sight.
view.
I can't lick my elbow, but I can see it.
Anyway,
It's on your upper back.
you cast your sending.
Hey, you alive? Where's Lord Freewater's body, bro?
I'm going to cast my sending.
God, I'm so bad at this. Oh God.
do you want me to do it?
No, I'm good.
Lord free water.
Is that 2 words or just one in this situation?
One free water.
Okay. Like, I know it's spelled one, but I don't know how sending works. Sending's weird. It's magic.
Has
I feel personally attacked.
Where is his body?
Like, pass out.
This is Nolson free water.
Water.
Do you need help?
One more.
How are you all doing? What state is the city in? 25 words. You have to...
Have. It ended at have.
25 words you have.
25 words.
That works. I mean, that
Yoda, I am.
He's so dead. The guy's so dead.
Your spell does connect
Wait, really?
to Lieutenant.
I was an agent of Terrathiel this whole time.
We connected.
Oh,
No, no,
wait,
no.
the Synagogue might have killed him.
You get a response.
No.
It says, "Hey, yeah, the city was attacked.
Oh,
An
never mind.
army, Hellbreds. He didn't make it. We got his body out of there, but we're out of the city. North. Far north. And that's it."
Keep his body on ice. We're coming.
Oh, Nolson! They have your father's body. They made it out of the city. They're far north of it.
North. What would be north of Laleshai that'd be a good place to like hide out in?
As far as cities goes, you don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about city, but just maybe like a nearby location where they could hide out to recuperate, or would be reasonable.
Would you like to give me a knowledge local check if you have it? Just a straight knowledge, if you do not.
Okay, just straight knowledge it is, because I doubt it'd be knowledge religion.
Used 4 sendings, right?
If you want to make
Nelson's
a
dead.
knowledge religion check, you can.
Lambs.
I mean, it won't change much, but I'll do it anyway. It went from a 3 to a 6.
Strangely enough, that succeeds.
Oh my god, really? What?
Yeah.
I mean, you're from the area.
Yeah, you're
That's
from the
true.
area,
That's
and
true.
also this is a place that you've actually been to quite a bit. It is a very common thing for followers of Ilmater to make a pilgrimage. There was a church in Laleshai itself that you did most of the regular worshipping and attendance and whatnot, but for very special occasions, there's a temple that used to be long inhabited by priests and followers of Ilmater north of Laleshai, nestled in the foothills and the forests. But over the past decades, the temple has become abandoned, and it is still used for various different important religious uses, and you yourself have only been there once when you were very young, probably accompanying your brother on his road of being a member of the Church of Ilmater. But if there was anywhere safe, anywhere remotely safe north of Laleshai, that is the only place that you can think of.
I think I know where they might be, Daisy.
You do?
Yeah, there's an abandoned temple of Ilmater north of the city.
So we could go. We could
say my father.
probably. Keep in mind, I've never done this before. I don't know if it'll work.
Hell, if we have to, I'll pour this, and I take out the Ugent of Timelessness. We can keep him fresh.
Oh my god.
Where did you get an Ugent of Timelessness?
It's a wondrous item. It was like $100. It keeps someone fresh for like a year.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
To be honest with you, as soon as I heard my brother died, I was gonna put this on him, but I never visited his grave.
Shouldn't that? You had a thing that could have. Sorry. No yelling. This isn't a yelling kind of situation. But,
I do also want to mention, no one offered to bring me to my brother's grave. I just want to mention that part.
you never asked. We didn't think. What
yeah,
were
we
we
did.
doing?
No,
Yeah, we
no
did.
one asked. No one asked.
We told you where it was. No,
You told us where it is, and this
no,
was
that's-
after you guys already visited it.
Yes, and we informed you
Where it was.
that it was near demons.
You did. You did say that.
Yeah,
Really?
so I think it was less that we didn't offer and more that we couldn't offer.
Well, we could maybe save that thing. How long has it been since Redwood and Thalmir died? More
They're
than
so-
12
they're-
days.
They're so rotten.
Longer than.
She
12
did
days ago.
cast gentle riposte on them.
Also, may I remind you, out of game, Thalmir's soul is in no
Yeah.
position to be revived.
Yeah,
Neither is Redwood's.
yeah. Just
Could have been.
talk strictly about the bodies. Just the bodies.
They're so dead.
They're so dead.
Yeah, so that
But
was.
maybe one day they won't be.
So, if it doesn't work, Daisy, we can keep the body fresh for as long as we need to.
Okay, that works. We can do that. It has also hypothetically been less than 12 days for your mother. I did bring that up to your father. He didn't seem very enthusiastic about the idea though, and the subject sort of moved on very quickly.
Probably
So he
because
was just like,
Probably because the city was getting attacked and there was a lot of
Yeah.
death.
yes, but I imagine having the lady of the city back would be a great benefit, right? I mean, if we could find her while we're there. I mean, if we can't bring her dad back,
Okay,
maybe we
okay.
could have her.
There's something we have to do, Daisy. Do what materials do you need for this? I mean,
Let me see. Let me look in my spell book and my
because in my mind's eye, I know that Revivify requires a shit ton of diamonds.
Raise Dead requires 5,000
Oh
gold
my
pieces worth of
god!
diamonds.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Well, we have the money. We can buy
Yeah.
that.
No, of diamonds though.
Diamond.
We don't have that in diamonds.
I have 63 gold of diamond.
I have
We can buy
83.
diamonds.
We need
I have 83.
5,000.
Yes, we can buy it.
Okay, so
If anyone's selling diamonds right now.
We could probably rob a church if we need to.
Some lingering
You know-
remnants of Kalmakta still in there, huh?
We can
Well,
we
I
can
said-
probably commit grand larceny.
I
could get some
said
grand
before,
larceny.
15-year-old Octho was a little more goblinoid. Like,
I
a lot
have
more headstrong. for
83
sure.
gold worth of diamonds.
I do.
I
as
also
well.
have 83 gold. Okay, we have a shit ton of gold. Okay, I have an idea. All right, so you know how they're talking about going to the one place, that they're talking about going places, right? Going around, exploring, adventuring, to get
What?
powerful, I assume.
Oh, yeah. I will say my suggestion, I feel like, does stand. There's going to be a lot of churches with not a lot of people in them. And maybe no people in
That
them.
is incredibly dark, Octa.
Well, I mean, we're going to an abandoned church to find your dad's body. They might just have the
Well-
diamonds in there.
Maybe.
Okay, let's be honest with you. Ilmater, they're humble. Ilmater wouldn't have fucking diamonds, would they?
Probably not.
Yeah, they're like one of the poorest churches.
Well, then what about the bad one that I keep hearing about? I think it was Ogma?
Ogma?
Oh no, they would have diamonds. Yeah.
We could rob a church of Ogma. Preferably an abandoned one, but...
I was gonna say we could probably get some from the Dragon Island, but it's kind of occupied right now.
Yeah, that shit is.
Is it occupied or is it just destroyed?
I think it's
Okay,
in
okay.
the sky.
So our goal here is we have a couple days to do this, Daisy. Now
Okay.
we have a goal.
Okay, wait,
We
hold on.
we don't
What are
tell
we
the
gonna-
Hellbrats.
what are we gonna tell them?
We don't
we're
tell our
doing?
friends. We do not tell our friends.
Don't tell our friends.
I love them very much. They can't know. They can't know about where they are.
Keep this a complete secret.
This is now
Saving the
exactly.
world.
This is exactly what was about to happen with the children, but now with civilians of Laelshire instead of Pretoria. It's swapped.
Oh dear.
So
Right.
we can't tell them. We can't tell them. But what we could do is the next time we were going to go with them, go to a city, right? We'll go to a city. We'll buy a shit ton of diamonds.
Okay.
We'll buy
And
like
then
10,000
All I'm saying
gold
is
worth of
Ogma
diamonds.
has a lot of churches around us.
Grand larceny, guys.
And I mean, from what I remember from the notes, doesn't Terrathiel hate Ogma? So those were probably like the first ones he hit and killed. So there's probably
Probably.
nobody there, and that's
Now,
just
I
readily
do-
available diamonds
So
for
what you
these
think about the-
Revivify scrolls. or
Oxy, you make a
spells.
very good point.
can we
Now
go
here's an
check?
issue. Now here's an issue. Would you think they would have looted the diamonds?
No.
Well, no, they would be dead. They
Yeah.
wouldn't have had time to loot.
Well, I think.
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about
you
that.
mean the army?
Yeah,
No,
yes.
I don't think they would have. They don't seem very materialistic. They seem very just destroy everything in the path.
Diamonds are cool though.
I honestly think they might have just left them.
Is there one like nearby we could walk to within like an hour?
That I don't know. I've never been
An hour?
here before. So.
Like an hour? There might be one out
Daisy.
in the wood.
Daisy, we're in the middle of Ogma is not a middle of the woods church. That's Shantea.
Yeah, that's like Shantea and Sylvanas.
God, what?
And honestly, Ilmater, they're pretty humble. All three of those are humble.
It's
I like how Kyle's just gone.
I know.
Well,
it's
he has his
pretty funny.
headset on.
he's like he's done with us. No,
He's done with our plans.
He's tending to Kinnick.
Ah,
The little
Kaneki.
Kinnicky. He's crying. He wants French fries.
Oh, poor guy. Okay.
Same, Kaneki.
So
Same.
Daisy, if we can make a plan, we go to some kind of city that could have diamonds, or we can rob a church of Ogma.
I mean, you don't like them either, right? From what I heard, they tried to burn your
Yes,
brother.
but like, I feel like robbing a church kind of is in bad taste.
Hey, man,
The boy.
I don't know.
Kyle's back. Our new
No.
Just
DM has
Kinnicky.
appeared.
It's Kaneki, the new
Wait, hold
DM.
on.
Wow, okay.
Kyle, you gotta like hold him out to the side so it's just him and your hands in frame, like towards
Wait,
the middle of
put-
the camera.
Put him in your chair so it looks like
There he is. He's the DM.
Our new DM, everyone. The best.
Kaneki, what do we do? What do we do, Kaneki?
Do we win, Kaneki?
Wow.
Do we win?
Do we win Kaneki?
I think Kaneki-
I think Kaneki would kill us. He would make it.
Yeah, no,
make
he
Oh,
would TP.
yeah.
I was gonna
would
say, I
TP
think
us, yeah.
Kaneki would just say, Terrathiel's dead now.
No,
And
I
then
killed
leave.
he would TPK us.
No, he would.
the best
Anyway.
D&D story, the one where Kinnicky kills the evil guy.
His DMPC kills the
The
BBG.
TFC.
Anyway, yes, I could hear you during
Yeah.
it, so you're good.
I don't know, do you guys know where there might be a church nearby?
I don't know where we are.
I don't
don't know
know either.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Hey, Delin,
He's looking at you.
do you know where we are?
No.
Okay. That's okay. That's
Does
fine.
anyone know Fine Temple?
Oh my god, that would be so
It would be
useful
so
right now!
useful. It would be so useful right
Oh, Kyle, did I say sorcerer? I meant cleric.
Unfortunately,
The
no.
only time Fine Temple truly useful.
Literally! Oh my
Because I mean, the other
just-
thing,
Find temple again last
Who?
night or yesterday.
that was Mare.
That was Mare.
Yeah.
Was it?
that was,
Oh no, it was
Spencer.
Spencer. It was Spencer.
It was
Oh, you're
Spencer.
right. It
It
was
was
Spencer.
What did I do? What did I
Yes,
do?
you
Fine
Yeah,
Temple.
Fine
Temple.
Temple.
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
so useful
Wait.
right now.
It would be
Wait,
so
let me
useful
check.
right now.
Let me check what type of spell it is, because it was in
I
like
think
a
it's
weird
cleric.
book.
It's a cleric spell.
cleric. I think
I,
it's
I
cleric.
had
No,
the
there's more than one.
opportunity to take it, but I didn't because I'm like, when is anyone gonna ever use that?
It's
And the one time we
you'd
need
be
it.
surprised.
So you can easily find a place to worship and possible aid or shelter from the priest with spells cast. You sense the direction of the nearest temple to your god. If there is none of the spells area, blah blah blah. Temple dedicated to the same god as you. Yeah, that would be hilarious.
It's not a cleric spell. It's a paladin spell.
It is a paladin spell.
Oh.
It's a paladin spell. It's a first level paladin.
Wow,
spell.
Octa, it's weird you became a paladin.
A 5th level paladin.
Another weird question.
Bro.
Do we think... Okay, if we don't go along with the temple robbing plan, right? Do we even think anybody would be selling diamonds right now? I feel like there's a lot crazy stuff going on.
Well,
than
diamonds
daily
are a requirement
market.
for spells sometimes.
Right.
So those
but
are going to be sold.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like the idea of a city has kind of fallen with all the livestock and animals being dead.
There's
There's probably a lot of riots and stuff going on in every city right now.
Did Tomo talk about the offer with Dacked in 2 people besides me that I know about this?
No. You just know that Tomo's like, we need to go to...
And
Lumaria.
did you mention that it was did you mention that it was like well stocked maybe with diamonds?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, Tomo wouldn't know.
I don't know where in Lemuria.
Okay, so
I just said we're going to Lemuria.
didn't you
And
say
it
that,
didn't really sound like an option. It was like a this is what's happening kind of a thing. Like Tomo's already decided.
Okay, so we're on a time scale about this. So we need to just go along with what happens in the next day. And when we get a chance, we teleport to that temple and rescue my father with diamonds.
Yes. So I'm assuming, I don't know what they're talking about outside, but I'm assuming maybe going to Kimehurst, or I know Cass wanted to check in on his boyfriends, maybe.
I know there was
Then there's the whole thing with the war going on.
And there's the demon prince load thing up north.
I mean, we could always go to
Should your people be traveling up north?
To the demons?
they're not going. I mean, there's
They're
no
not-
real.
They're
There's
not.
no-
They're unable to go that far north.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
they can go that far north.
but like,
Based on where
I
they
don't-
are on the map,
right,
They're
if they
probably
went
like-
straight north, they wouldn't hit it.
I don't.
I mean, they're
think,
probably they're truly probably like a mile away from the city. They're probably
Well,
not.
I
that
don't
actually
know
far.
if the demons are moving south, though. Right? Like they are trying to.
They're
reclaim
moving
a
into
bunch
the
of
duchy.
land.
They're not moving.
Yeah. They got a
they're not
whole
moving
nation. They
into-
got a whole nation to get through.
Okay.
Plus, they would have to be moving. They would have to be moving west. The
so what we-
demons would have to be moving west.
What we do, Daisy, our goal right now is to try to get materials.
Mhm.
So we can either, if we find a Church of Ogma, we can rob the shit out of it. I feel a little awkward about that, but I'll do what I have to.
I also could maybe borrow fun. It feels kind of scummy, right?
It does. No, it does.
Look, here's the thing.
I mean,
I've
bad
never
God, bad
really-
followers.
Yeah, I've never really asked for anything from my church, but hypothetically, people make donations to
In
me.
diamonds? In form of diamonds?
I mean, maybe we're like rats. We're just all over the place. We go into every little crack and corner of the world and work in the shadows. I mean, someone's bound to have just a massive hoard somewhere.
So what I say we do is we just naturally bring up to the rest of the party that we need diamonds. We do not say why
Okay.
and where these diamonds would need to go. We just need diamonds.
Maybe
I mean-
don't even mention that we're in need of diamonds. Maybe we just say we need to get to a city where there's a specific supply that we need, but we can't tell you what it
Like
is.
magic items,
Well, hold
magic
on,
supplies.
hold on. The Hellbirds already know that you can cast Revivify and all of that, so being like, I need diamonds wouldn't necessarily be like a, oh,
That's a
they're
good
planning
point, yeah.
something, it's just we're preparing for something.
Yo, that's a good point. Okay, we need to
Here's
prepare.
the thing.
Why
They-
are we
they don't
talking to
know.
them
They
like
don't
they're
know yet.
enemies? They're our friends.
No, I don't
we-
mean it as like,
No,
it's
Friends, we love them. We love our Hellbred.
I mean, I...
we just can't talk to them
Yeah,
about why
Lucas
we need
family.
them.
You guys are trying to reassure yourself.
Because if they know, Terrathiel knows, which means he'll tell the army.
Not that we would ever talk about them behind our back, but this is just what we heard.
That's what we heard. So we just need to get a resupply mission. We just need a resupply.
Okay.
So we can bring them back in. We just got to resupply, and then we'll talk with them, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll have to use marks for like a good 30 minutes, 30 minute trip.
Maybe get like an intern. I don't know if we should bother with
Intern? Is there
Oh yeah, okay, Bridget can teleport too.
We just need a teleporting intern.
Do I still have the ring of the Lailshire ring?
Yes,
What?
but only your father knew how to activate it.
Damn it! Why did he never tell me?
It was for safety. He was the only one who knew how to activate. He was the only one to know how to activate it to be precise.
Oh.
He showed you though, right? He like took the thing and he went like this with it. Did he do it? He did that, right?
He did it, but he didn't explain what he was doing, so it's worthless information.
He did not explain a thing about that. Okay. We have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
We can bring the rest of the party definitely not back into the game to talk as well.
We will make sandwiches. I'm down for peanut butter.
What's with you and peanut butter?
Yeah, what is with you and peanut butter?
I want some. Maybe I'm low on protein. We've been eating a lot of vegetables the past couple days.
It could have been okay, Daisy. It might be.
Okay, let's just bring
everybody
back in. Let's just bring everybody back in. One of you guys is gonna have to do it. I cannot leave.
As the four of you were having this lengthy conversation, the Hellbred gang.
Oh, boys.
Is there anything you would all like to be doing, talking about while this conversation is happening?
Can we have like an opening shot of like an Always Sunny title card of like the Hellbred gang?
The Hellbred gang accidentally tells Terrathiel where Nolson's dead father body is, and all the people there who worship Ilmater.
Is there anything you guys would want to be doing?
If none of you have anything, Trigabor was probably going to say something.
Okay,
go
'cause
first.
I was gonna do something, but it would be like probably after conversation.
He
So
can talk
I'm-
first. And then
I'm not really following right now. I apologize. Why are we all gone?
Terrathiel has an intrinsic link to all Hellbred memories. So the second something becomes a memory, he knows it. So if we want to have a plan that he doesn't know, we can't have anyone that's Hellbred know the plan.
I see. And you know that it works like that, right? Like no secrets, no snags in the thorn bush, as you say.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Isn't that what he told me?
He told you how wisdoms work, not Terrathiel.
Or no, that isn't. I'm sorry, I should have clarified.
Oh,
Isn't that
him
what
as in
Terrathiel told me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's what Terrathiel himself told me, and he backed it up with some of his actions.
Right. I suppose it would be a very changed method of how wisdoms, learn the memories of all of the Hellbred that they perform the ritual of birthing with. I don't
Would you know how to cancel that?
Not cancel it per se, but maybe trick. If you are truly, if you truly say that this has to do with memory, there is such a way to modify somebody's memory.
Such as a spell?
A spell. And if it relies on memory, changing someone's memory to be different might also change his knowledge of the situation, at least.
But he would know of the memory before it got changed, and then it would change, and then maybe he would suspect something.
If it works how it works on the recipient, the subject, the victim, what have you, they would not know that their memory has changed.
You're
Kind of
right.
like a false memory.
Would our
The psych
memory
degree
still,
pays off again, baby.
would our memory be able to? Would we still remember the original memory, or would?
No.
I'm assuming not.
In order for it to work, you would have to understand it to be your well and full true memory. But it would eliminate certain possibilities. I don't know. It's just a thought that I was having.
It's
No, that's
certainly
a-
not a bad idea.
That is a very good idea. Now, just the problem is we have to have a modified memory for every single hellbred, for one. For two, we might also want to modify this memory.
Yes, indeed. The only reason I thought of it is because I am able to cast such a spell.
Okay.
It is a requirement for all wisdoms. Returning memories to Hellbreds is a modified version of such a spell.
I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper. I'm gonna write down our plans. I'm gonna hand it to Triggerborn and say, "You're not the soul of a Hellbred, but right now you technically aren't. Do you know if that would any sort of connection?"
Well, souls are... I suppose it's easiest to say that souls are not bound to the body they inhabit. If you are familiar with the spell Reincarnate, it just puts the soul in a different body. So a soul is... well... it's complicated with Hellbred since they are souls from a long... previously dead person. I suppose the physicality of being a Hellbred is the only thing that matters when it comes to wisdoms and their memories.
Okay, so we can assume that that's the same case for Terrathiel then.
If we are being generous and taking previous indications of how this magic works, then yes, that is the case, but of course, right now we have to be in the headspace to be surprised, but I want to be hopeful.
Then let's be hopeful. I'm gonna hand him the letter. You're going to need to hand this to the others. We'll explain. Or I guess, wait, no, he wouldn't need to write anything. Never mind. You, forego the entire writing something down.
Tomo will start writing something down.
What are we writing? Anything specific?
Tomo's gonna write it down and then show it to you all to read. And it's going to say, we're going to I have Lampsey stuck in my head.
Go to Lampsey.
Going to Lampsey. Going to Lemuria. Acquiring Changebringer. Killing a fucking pseudo god.
Acquiring the change bringer?
Not Changebringer. Like
Dawnbringer?
Dawnbringer.
Dongbringer.
I was gonna say, what the fuck is the change bringer?
I was listening to some Critical Role recently. It's a thing.
I guess you write it down.
And then also under that, I'm gonna put in Tomo's pocket a scroll to Dacton. Use it.
He takes it and he's like, do I Do I read it? What do I do with this once your memories of whatever just happened are changed?
Keep it from us and show the others.
Okay. And he folds it up and pockets it. Is just like, okay,
Wait, before you do that, I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper that's about the same size as a scroll. I'm gonna wrap it up and do my best to make it look like a scroll, and I'm gonna hand it to Tomo and tell him to put it in his bag.
Oh my god.
Like a fake scroll.
Oh,
fake
look at that.
scroll.
Yeah.
So
Good. Good going.
what memories are you changing again exactly?
this conversation about modifying memories.
And nothing more.
Nothing more, I promise.
Okay.
Modify memory, I believe, only affects a certain amount of time, so I don't think he can go back too far back anyway.
Indeed. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Why not?
And he begins casting the spell. It takes a few seconds, chanting, bringing forth magic. When you feel the tingling sensation of the magic caressing the back of your mind, do you resist it or do you fail to save?
I will not resist it.
Okay.
Your name is now Dacton.
Suddenly, in place of the conversation that just happened, you are instead given memories of a very solemn gathering of the Hellbreds just standing around.
You fall madly in love with Terrathiel.
I have a love potion for that.
You think Tregabor is now the coolest guy on the planet, though?
So fucking cool.
No, he doesn't do that. But you stand up.
All. Yeah.
One by one, he goes through each and every one of you. Modifies the memories of the past 10 or so minutes. Just to replace it with you guys just standing there.
Don't know how
waiting
well that'll work
for
with me because I've had this plan since overnight, but sorry.
Yeah, but you haven't made it a memory. It stayed in your head, which is Kyle, I believe, stated it's different.
Like he can't.
I don't think
read
he
your
can
mind.
hear thought.
Yeah, like he
Yeah,
can't.
Yeah,
read
'cause
your
you can't hear
mind,
thoughts.
but he can see.
Only
Guys, did I save myself for once by not talking to people when
But-
it usually hurts me?
You,
You did talk to Nolson.
everyone's memories are modified until eventually the last of you stands up. And all you can remember is that you were just out here silently, waiting for the conversation inside the cave to be done.
I'm gonna spar with Declan.
Declan does so.
Just gonna fucking deck Declan out of
Declan's
nowhere.
fucking dead.
Nah, we're having an aerial combat match.
Oh my god, I can join those now.
I do have a question actually for Tregabor.
Mhm.
Now that I've been standing out here for a while, I should probably say something. There's actually something that's been on my mind that I've been wanting to ask you, Tregabor.
Yes, anything?
What does Terrathiel want with you?
How do I know?
There's got to be something special about you. We were specifically instructed to keep good care of you when he could have easily taken you. And it doesn't sit right.
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. It would be nice to imagine that I have some grand part to play in whatever the hell is going on, but if I'm being realistic, it was probably just the easiest grab. And, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I have this brand on my forehead. I don't know why I was trapped underground for so long. I don't know why I'm in this body.
Do you know how he did that? What kind of magic? Any idea?
No. All I know is what your friend told me about the mark when he detected magic around it. Max, I believe his name was. And I was unconscious when it happened. Like I've said before, the last thing I remember was a bright flash. And then I was locked underground in a coffin. That was until you dug me up.
Well, consider yourself one of the unlucky ones to be worthy of something to him.
Yeah. I just want to go home, but I don't know how realistic that is right now.
Guys, he still thinks his wife is alive because Oktha never told him.
And Octa
And now
lost all
Oct-
of his
And now
memories.
I forgot.
I never got the opportunity to tell him like I wanted to.
Rip.
And
Poor guy.
Tomo knows.
do I?
Yeah, because we talked about it when we were setting up his room. I like sat down next to you and I was like, I just lied to him. I told him his
That's
wife
right.
is alive and I don't know how to
That's
tell
right.
him.
Um, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, I don't really know what to make of everything either, so. And he just kind of
Uh,
looks off.
how's newfound godhood? Utgard.
It's more stressful than I thought it would be. There is a lot of reconciliation of memories and motives, and it's not new, but it is hard to say what is best. And now I am more unsure than ever.
You're probably the first and probably the last Hellbred to hear this, but happy second birthday.
I wish it were the one. But I suppose I should be thankful that that I can actually die. The gods, I believe that they have lived too long.
I am not
So-
quite sure how other people do this every year. One birthday seems just fine, in my opinion.
I think that it has a lot of different meaning to people not of our race.
It seems like a lot of work.
Perhaps. You know, when I was a god, I fought to keep Jormungandr free. And now he is. But because this world was not allowed to grow life on its own, and all life was placed here by the divine, life on Eldeveln is slowly disappearing, as I'm sure you noticed.
Is this the
The
first time
birds
I'm
and the
hearing
animals.
about this? I don't remember if Utgard told us about
He
that
didn't.
part.
This is the first.
Utgard, this is the first time you've heard about this.
one of the eyebrows on the mask just slowly goes up.
Oh.
The birds and the animals, they are all gone. The gods created them and placed them here. Without the connection to the divine, this plane is slowly becoming uninhabitable.
That sounds like a big problem.
To put it lightly, yes. Part of me is wondering if I stand by godhood and my decision to keep Jormungandr free and try and evacuate this plane. How? But the other part of me, part that lived here for 50 years, I want to save it. Its people, its cultures are unique. I don't know if they would survive if they had to be transported into another plane of existence.
I don't
But
even
that would
think
mean
that's possible.
exactly. But that would mean chaining Jormungandr and having the divine have direct influence over mortal lives again.
Well, what does Jormungandr want?
Does he want anything? Kyle?
He is a sentient soul.
Would I know that if he wants something?
Would you like to try and make a wisdom check to try and remember from your time of being Utgard the god?
Just straight wisdom?
Mhm.
That is a 16.
16. It comes back in patches. Nothing so total as to be a complete memory, but scraps. All of the children of Loki. All of the children of Loki, Jormungandr, Fenrir, Hel, all of them represent different aspects of what it means to be mortal and empowers the mortals with such. And as a result of that, each of them, as well as shared between the Norse gods, you, Odin, Thor, Loki, all of them share the singular sentiment that the mortals' futures and how they will carve out their path and destiny is for them to decide and them alone. And so even if it should cost a world, you would know that their freedom is most important.
Utgard is quiet for a second as he tries to remember. And then he just says, he wants what all the Norse, or what all the Golnimir pantheon and the children of the gods want. True freedom. That the destiny of mortals should be up to them and not be interfered with by the gods. That was my and my friends, or I don't know if they were friends actually, companions, whatever. That was our wish, to keep mortals free from the interference of the gods.
So, if Jormungandr wants people to have freedom and survive, to do as we wish, how far of an idea would it be to ask if he'd be willing to get chained again. Because if what you're saying is true, and I quite frankly don't think that you would lie about something this extravagant. If him being in the sky is causing this world to die, maybe he'd be willing to go back.
I don't know. I don't think so. It was even at the cost of the world, If he remains free, then that ensures the mortals' freedom to choose. That unless all the gods decide to stop meddling or promise not to touch mortals anymore, I don't think that he would accept that deal. Freedom may come at a cost. The only question is there a line? Is there a point when the cost is too high?
Then I suppose the best we can do, if this is the impending fate we are facing, is to take care of those we want to, do what we can for those who we can. People die. That's no different than any world. This plane or the next.
Mm. We shall see.
Okay.
I hope that we can hold off the decision as long as possible. I don't think I'll know what I will do until the moment comes.
I'll kill you if you want me to. I don't particularly.
No.
I won't find joy in it, but if all the gods have to die, I will.
That was never in the conversation. Also, I do not have any godly. I'm not divine anymore, so I will just die of old age eventually if I'm not killed.
For now, but you never know. Maybe your powers want to come back like daisies.
My powers are in the Spear of Draupnir, which is one of the most treasured artifacts of the god of. Is that right?
Gungnir, yeah.
Gungnir,
with Talos.
which is
It's
a
okay,
treasured
we'll make you a
artifact of
god guy.
Talos.
We'll make you a god again. One of the good
Guard
ones.
a god again.
Well, then you are safe. But should godliness come back to you and you do wish death, I will do it for you.
Well, at least I know I have someone who's willing to, and should the need arise, you'll be the first I call.
And I expect the same from you too.
Do you wish death?
I wish it, if it means stopping me from hurting people I don't want to.
I can't speak for your life experiences, but from what I have seen it doesn't seem like you lose control. Seems like you have a good handle on it. At least for now.
You could say that is a good outward perception. But maybe don't trust me. So I can't always trust myself, so.
Well, actions speak louder than words, and your actions have shown me that I can trust you. So, unfortunately, I do trust you, and I will not take your word to not.
Also, it's a full moon tonight, so we should probably get ready for that. kind of start shuffling back to the cave.
So around this time, you are called back. The conversation between Sweet Daisy Nolson, Octha, and Hadelin finished.
Team Church
and-
robbers.
Yes. And as you all return to the cave to further discuss plans, that's where we're going to take a short break.
Oh my goodness.
You did it.
So, getting back into it. With the separate conversations had between the Hellbreds and the non-Hellbreds, you all reconvene once more in the cave. It is maybe about midday at this point, just beginning to get past noon. What would you all like to do?
My ritual.
Yes. So how is outside the cave?
So we're going to die.
Oh.
But that's kind of Utgard's thing, so.
It's fine.
Is it? That doesn't sound fine.
Woo,
Okay,
If
so
I think about it, I'll get sad.
yeah, so to change the subject, guys, we need to get materials.
Oh,
For
yes,
what?
we just big plans that we made that none of you can all know about. So
Wait, what are you
What
talking about,
did-
Daisy? We were just talking about for like revivifies and stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean we can revive people.
Sense motive.
I'm gonna purposely not
Okay.
sense motive, and I'm gonna smack Tomo. The minute I see him doing his little eye thing.
17.
Look, I can know they're lying and just not press further.
What is my bluff? Oh,
You
it's
still
so
get smacked.
low. Oh, it's so low.
I
Where is
Duck.
Nat 1?
Roll for mischance.
31.
You know we're lying.
Yeah,
Well,
you
not,
know we're lying.
not lying, just not telling the full truth.
Yeah. Hiding something.
So, what did should we come up with like separate team names?
I
like
mean-
together we're Munster, and then separately we're like Munster and Mash.
Well, if it helps, right? I have a here and hands over the letter that Tomo wrote to you, Sweet Daisy.
Dibs on MASH.
What did Mash? Oh,
You wanted MASH?
Like the TV show?
Well, because
Whoa.
I feel
the
like
famous
of the
book?
group, they're a lot more put together than we are.
And we're more like monsters because like we.
Oh, yeah.
I
okay,
didn't.
get
I
it.
wasn't thinking that part.
No,
but
I mean I get it though.
I was.
I mean, I'm the one that's
Monster
half
is
a
also
dragon.
infernal, so
it is
Well,
also
I,
true.
you know what? I get it. Yeah, okay. I guess you're Monster. I guess we're MASH.
You open the page, and it's what Tomo had written down.
What did Tomo write down?
Can I look over at it as well?
Sure. You can look over Daisy's
It
shoulder.
said, we're going to Lemuria.
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 Getting the dong. I can't say
Dong-bringer.
Dawn.
The
Dawn?
Dawn Bringer.
The Dong Bringer.
The Dawn bringer.
The
The
dog.
dick stick.
The dick stick.
Get the dick stick. Beat a dick with it. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Like meeting up. Like something about like meeting up with Dacton or
Here's
like
this ending scroll.
use scroll Dacton.
I also
And
just
then I think something about like sword to kill a pseudo god. And then there's maybe like a little like stick figure of Terrathiel and a sword and probably like a Tomo mask just like repeatedly stabbing.
so guys, I just thought of something. You know how we have to
you?
talk to Dacton, right? To get where the location.
Mm-hmm.
You know he's a Hellbred, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know.
Yep.
We're aware.
Then why do we do the memory thing?
Because we don't know why we're going there. And
We
he
want
could.
to delay reaction as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I this so this is in Tomo's handwriting. Is this just Tomo's plan, or you all agreed to this?
Well, this is
What did I write?
Do
you
you have a
cannot
plan?
know. You cannot know.
Right.
He leans over and whispers in your ear and says, "The memories have been modified of our plan. This was a plan that was agreed upon by a lot of them."
I read it, I see that, and I'm like,
Although, I do want to say, Tomo didn't tell us his plan.
Knows that.
He wrote it down, and so the only person that knows this plan is now Sweet Daisy.
No, I wrote it down and I showed everybody.
Oh, you did show
Yeah.
everyone.
I showed
Yes,
everybody.
everybody knows, but their memories have been modified with modified
So
memory.
nobody knows. Except for Sweet Daisy and Nolson.
So no one knows.
Sweet Daisy is going to look at Cass horrified.
What happened?
He had this look of complete confusion.
There
I will
is-
say, I didn't realize that you had shown it to everybody. 'Cause otherwise, Cass would have said something.
I'm going to look at Sweet Daisy, and I'm going to just scoot you deeper into the cave.
Sweet Daisy is going to allow herself to be scooted. And I'm going to gently wrap up the scroll and place it on the ground, and I'm going to say, "You're sure you all don't want to take a second look at this? At this
mean-
plan you've all made?
Well-
Together? You maybe don't want to change some details?"
I mean, that would probably defeat the purpose of us doing what we did. Though I can't remember what we did, so it's probably...
I can't tell you how bad I want to retcon what Cass said, but I'm not going to because it's already too late.
Daisy?
Because I personally don't think it's a good idea to bring the Dawnbringer, because we don't know what the Dawnbringer does.
Well, we do know
I'm gonna
what...
look after
Either
that.
way, Daisy's gonna get, like, chopped with it. We know that happens either way.
So Daisy?
Yes.
How about we ignore this part of the plan for, like, ever? And I cover the Dawnbringer part.
Why is it in there, though? Why would...
Oh
Why
my
would
god,
they
I'm
put this
wise.
in
Oh my
here?
god, I could probably just intuit this out. Probably
Interpret the stick figure.
Probably to try to kill Terrathiel. I don't know, godhood shit. The stick
Although, to
figure's
be-
pretty clear.
If this thing gets near me, I'm going to die.
That's why we ignore this part.
Even... clearly they wouldn't have given this to us to, like, sort out, right? Like, this is the solid plan, like, Utgard and Cass and Tomo.
No, I'm going to be frank with you. I'm looking at this. This is not a solid plan at all. This is just words. Not like in a good formation where it's very solid. things can change, Daisy. We have the basic aspect of this plan, but I think this could more be elaborately thought out as get items to defeat him.
That's true, but did it have to...
Did it have to be written out like this? I know it's pretty harsh. Probably shouldn't have been written down like that.
Want to go to Lemuria? For Dacton? I
Apparently.
can understand that part. But the closer I get to Lemuria, the closer I get to...
Daisy?
The whole reason me and Cass left was to stay away. You know, Cass doesn't want to go back there either.
Daisy, I know it might be scary, but can I make a promise to you? And I'm going to unsheath sword of penitence. I'm going to like dig it into the sword. I'm going to kneel as a vicar of Ilmater. I will be your sword protector. If there's a Dawnbringer even slightly near you, I don't know. I'll make sure nothing brings you to harm.
Sweet Daisy now has 2 sworn protectors.
You goddamn right.
Yeah.
And one of them she can talk to and plan with now.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Promise I will keep that sword away from you as best as I can.
Okay.
I don't know what's going through their heads, but they must have thought something about this was good.
Should we... Utgard mentioned that the world was dying. You know, it was like kind of briefly as a joke. What do you think that... I'm Meredith is forgetting. Did Utgard explain the whole nature stuff during like our dream sequence last session?
No.
Okay.
It was more the big reveals, and he didn't really talk about how Eldeveln is currently dying.
Yeah, well, Jormungandr's on it.
What about this, Nelson?
Yeah.
I appreciate your promise of trying to keep the Dawnbringer away from me. When I first saw my fate, I was completely terrified. You know, as much as getting decapitated absolutely sucked every single ball on this earth,
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad.
that wasn't the worst part.
What?
The worst part was me being alone during it. I felt so alone.
Nolson is going to hug Sweet Daisy. We're not going to leave you alone.
Better not.
I promise.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay.
sad. That part's sad. Why you gotta say the sad part, Mayor? It's so sad.
That's what Sweet Daisy's been scared of this whole time.
Okay.
It's the whole reason I made friends with cats. It's the whole reason I wanted to start a circus with you all. It's the
I
whole
was a
reason
part
I
of the
wanted
circus.
to bring Malmir back. I just don't want to be alone ever.
Well, we're gonna try our best to stop that from happening, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, we have some motive planned, and we can't tell half of our friends, so that's fun.
We're alone
Together.
mentally, but not physically. We're together. We're together. That works. That's better than what I just said.
Yes,
We're together.
And Octha, as soon as they can stop summoning Fairtune, we'll bring them in on it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe if we just scoot over, we can bring him into the group hug without him noticing.
Okay,
Here,
good
just
idea.
kind of
Okay. All right.
Shuffle.
All right, I'm not used to being silly like this, but okay.
Two-step. Just
Octha.
waddle. It's like waltzing. You know how to waltz, right?
Yeah.
As you are continuing your ritual to resummon Fair Dune, out of the corner of your eye, you can see Sweet Daisy and Nolson, who are hugging, slowly shuffling towards you on the ground.
Please, don't touch me right now. I'm so close and I will have to restart.
Hey, we won't touch. Just spread out our arms.
And
Like
you
doing
just-
a parachute exercise as a child.
So Helbreds are just watching the non-Helbred party, part of the party. Just hug.
This takes so much longer than I remember it.
What is even happening?
I don't know.
You rejoin the party after Sweet Daisy and Nolson spoke.
Okay. So, some of this plan that you made sucks ass, and
No,
we're
it's
not
pretty
going to
bad.
do it. Part of it, I think the actual important part that you all want us to do is going to happen, though.
Yeah, like a good 90% of the plan.
Yeah.
This we will cut out 10%.
Yes.
Tell PBS.
So, I'm going to, after Oxa is done with his shimmying, I'm going to, I'm going to send someone, and we all are going to get teleported somewhere.
All right.
Okay.
Didn't you say you needed materials though? Can
We do,
get
we
that
do.
there?
I
Let's
think
hope.
we can get that there. If not, then we'll just go somewhere else for it briefly. Me and Nolson and Octha could maybe go on like a little solo time and be gone for like an hour and then come back.
And we're gonna name it something very normal, like the mash get together.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, mashed potato adventure.
That's not a cheese.
Yeah,
We could do
Mashed queso.
we could do double stuff.
Double stuffed mash.
Double stuffed mash.
Easy
Ooh, I don't
mash.
like that one. I don't like that one at all.
Isn't it? Oh, it's delicious with little bacon bits.
Maybe cheesy mash. Maybe
mash?
cheesy mash.
I just want to mention I don't like cheese. That's why I wanted the mash part. Like mashed potatoes are
Too
great.
bad you joined the Munster mash.
I was thrown in here.
No,
Mostly.
You followed us for
you chose
months.
to join.
You trailed our shit.
I don't
Our
want to
ship
talk
was
about that
literally
part.
called mac and cheese.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. Wait, what? What? Wait, back up a second.
Okay, on the side of it, every time you got on, you saw that written on the ship.
Wait, back up. When did we name it mac and cheese?
That was
Like
a
unironically.
while ago.
It
I
was
don't
a long
remember.
while.
I
It was
did
when we
not
first got
remember
it.
the name.
Yeah.
I did not remember that name.
Yeah, well, we named it Mac, and we were cheese. So it was the mac and cheese, but it was called Mac, like the cheese macaroni. The Mac.
I don't want to talk about that part. I'm not. I can't hear you. La la la.
When we get another ship, we should call it the Mac and Breeze.
Back and cheese.
Mac and Breeze, because
I
it
hate
goes
this.
on the air.
Daisy, you're testing my
Airship.
promises right now, but I made one.
As but you all make the plan. Solid in it, save for maybe a few parts.
Yeah, maybe
The next
cut
few
out.
hours pass as mid-afternoon turns to early evening,
Oh my god,
and Octha's
Raven.
ritual
Familiar.
finishes. And as you finish it, you see a small ball of light kind of begins glowing in the center of the cave. All of your attentions maybe were elsewhere, preparing mentally, making sure you know what you are going to do, reviewing the plan, whatnot. All of your attention is brought to the center of the cave where the small light glows bright, bright, until it begins dimming. And you can see the outline of a small barn owl. As it fades more and more, as you see Fair Dune. As Sweet Daisy, Cass, and Tomo, you first knew Fair Dune, and Octha, currently, as you only know Fair Dune. Fair Dune just kind of looks up at you, kind of
Hey, buddy.
ruffles his feathers a bit.
I'm so good. I'm so happy you're still okay. I'm just gonna pet him.
He's just
That's fair, dude. You sure?
Yeah.
he flies and lands on your head, Octha.
He's so little.
And he doesn't have tentacles.
What are you talking about? This is.
I showed you the image we drew.
Did you draw one? Oh, that's right, you did. Yeah, no, this
I thought
is
that was
Fair
a joke.
Dune. Yeah, no, this
Wait,
is
yeah,
Fair
that was-
Dune.
To be fair, that is what Fair Dune looked like when we first met you.
He
We
looked
haven't
normal.
seen him like this in a very long time.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna scratch Fair Dune's neck and I'm gonna look at him and go, "Are you feeling better now?"
I don't think he can actually understand you all.
Well, he could
can
speak.
Can he understand you?
Fair Dune
Fair Dune can't speak.
Well, he could.
Fair Dune flies and lands on Cass's shoulder and then just kind of like nuzzles his head on Cass's cheek.
See, Fair Dune has
Scratch at his
memories.
head. Oh,
Can
yeah,
I?
you are feeling a lot better. You didn't do this before.
Can I sense motive, Fair Dune? Does he remember the party?
Is he also not depressed now?
Yeah, make a sense motive check if you want.
I only have a plus
That's
0,
more.
but
I
8.
also
If I want you to
Eight?
know, it was on 16, almost went to 20, and then rolled back
Being-
to 8.
Being your familiar, it's easier to know, but you can tell that, yeah, Fair Dune recognizes the party. Fair Dune is being friendly with them.
That's interesting.
It's good to see you're no longer depressed, little guy. I'm very happy for you.
He was
Oh, please don't
depressed?
bite my ear. Please don't bite my ear.
Can I hold up my hands?
I mean, to be honest, it was kind of hard
Flies.
to tell. He was giant, but like, yeah, a little
then-
depressed, a little somber.
Fair Dune lands in your hands, Tomo, and kind of ruffles his feathers and looks up at you.
I think. Do I have it? Okay, yeah. I think Tomo just kind of like head to head, like bonk, not like heart, but just like head touch with Fair Dune.
Oh my god!
Just like whack. That's how we greet each other.
I don't like you, sir.
Oh,
And I think there's just a very quiet don't worry, I'm working on getting them back.
Fair Dune meets your eyes when you say that, and then kind of steps around in your hand to look over towards Octha. And you can tell Fair Dune is looking at you maybe a little more somberly.
no, he is depressed. Look.
I gave him depression.
Maybe
This
not
time.
maybe not depressed, but like recognition that something's wrong with you and worry.
I don't know if you forgot. I don't know if you've forgotten to, but I'll keep them safe until we can again.
Just kind of ruffles his feathers, flies onto your shoulder, and then nuzzles your cheek.
Udgar's just gonna walk over to you, Octa, pat your back, just like, good job. You'll be back on your feet in no time.
I don't know. It kind of took a very long time.
Are you like exhausted, Octha?
I mean, I've been doing this for 24 hours. I could eat.
Restoration.
Okay.
No longer. You're
yes,
fine.
I should
You're
probably
hungry.
You are not. You are not tired anymore. Yeah, the restoration
alright.
sinks to the bottom of your bones. You're not tired, but you're still hungry.
Yeah, I'm still pretty hungry. I need some food.
I could eat.
Is Fairdude on my shoulder or Octa's shoulder?
Your shoulder, Tomo.
Okay. Tomo will go up to Octha and just like hand Fairdude back. But Tomo is shaking, and then as soon as like you have Fairdude, Tomo's like back, getting the fuck away.
I don't know if I upset you somehow.
Gonna go take.
Dune hops on your shoulder, Octha.
Tomo's gonna go take a breather.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
I don't think you did.
Okay.
There is a lot of history between you two, and yeah.
With Octha no longer indisposed, there is a sending scroll, Daisy, that you remember that you have.
The sending scroll that we have. Oh, did I get handed the sending scroll?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And Daisy, probably don't say this out loud like you usually do.
Okay, I won't. I'll keep it in my head. I'll try to.
Keep it in that little mousy brain of yours.
Yes. All right. Anyone else need
Shut
to
those
do
rodent
anything in the cave or like something? Does anyone need to go potty?
I mean, should be good.
The restoration helped pit the
Everyone
piss.
should at least
It deleted
go
the
try.
piss.
Evaporate.
You know, so we don't have to make any stops on the way. We're all
Restoration
good.
evaporates piss probably.
It's canon now.
It's canon.
Yeah,
I have a question about Wolfsbane, Kyle.
Okay.
Can I like preemptively take a hit?
No.
Can I-
Take a
Okay.
hit.
to get hit like it's some kind of drug.
Can I do
I
a
don't know,
bump
like
of Wolfsbane?
I was thinking like pack it in like some chew, like in my like. Okay, I'm
but
good.
Sweet Daisy. Do you use the spell scroll?
I'm gonna send off the spell scroll.
Okay. The scroll burns in your hand as the spell is used.
And then, could I get a count off from someone?
No, go for it, Lex.
What? Crack-a-lackin', Dacton.
That's three words. 3 words so far.
We're, told you how to pick up for us. Munster Mash here. Ready to report. Tomo, Taru, ready to hug. Actually,
Interesting.
So your spell gets sent off,
Actually, and that's how it ends.
and you get a few moments before you get a response. It says, "Well, good to hear back so soon. As for that last, I suppose that is up to Tomo. But stay where you are. There will be somebody sent shortly."
he says, stay where you are.
All right.
He seems excited. And someone's coming for us. Coming to get us.
Daisy, our ship blew up. Maybe don't do it in that tone. Don't do that tone.
Instinctually pulls out weapons. No.
Everyone starts ready for war.
But a few minutes pass, and you hear footsteps walking towards the cave. You all look out, and you can see there's a humanoid-looking figure. As you get close, you can see he is a Venara. A simian-looking body. He is wearing very fanciful-looking robes, holding a staff with him, tail kind of curling up near his head by him. And as he walks up, he looks
Monkey
up.
boy.
Yes, monkey.
Oh,
Humanoid
hello.
monkey.
I
Oh,
greet him in
monkey.
his native tongue.
And he says, "Hello, I come through orders of the chieftain. I'm here to escort Tomotaru, as well as their friends and close compatriots, off to the city to meet with the chief."
Yes, that's all of us. Wow, it's very nice to meet you.
Introduction shall come later.
Okay,
And he
should we
begins
stand in a
casting a
circle and
spell.
hold hands?
I will create a circle. Once it is done, you all stand in the center of it.
Wait,
I
hold
do
on.
just.
Nope, go. I'm gonna do something before we go, but go.
Okay. I do just want to remind you all that. Stay on your toes. The only reason they're not trying to hunt me down and kill me is because of Dacton, so. Don't expect too much. I'm not.
Before we leave, I'm going to whisper to Hadelin real quick. Are you coming with us, or are you staying over here?
I don't know where I am, so I'll stick with you guys for now.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Should
are in
we-
the middle of the forest.
Should we, out of game, shouldn't we have Hadelin, have Marks come get Hadelin?
I don't know if Mark's will
An option.
be able
We
to,
could
but-
try.
We could do that once we get to the city.
I don't think that's a good idea. We have 10 minutes right now.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean we have 10 minutes?
There
it takes
is
10 minutes to cast
Oh,
that
he
spell.
cast.
there is
Cast
something we
which
can
spell?
the
Magic circle.
magic
Or
circle.
teleportation circle.
Teleportation circle, yeah.
There's something we could do. We could have oh God, Declan
Is it-
keep watch with Adolin.
Out of
Really?
game. Is it a good idea to just hand Hadelin over to someone else though right now? Because that's kind of been his whole thing so far.
Right.
Is like him just being abandoned. So if we pass him off to someone else right now, he might not take
Okay,
it
but
like a
we have to consider right now, we need to consider more his physical safety because yes, it might affect his mental safety, but being dead isn't going to help his mental safety either.
Okay. That's very
could-
true.
We could ask him if he'd like to go
Yes.
somewhere else. We could just give it. I mean, he's.
And honestly,
That's
yeah, I think the sanctuary
autonomy.
would be the safest place for him.
I think Cass is going to nope, can't be Cass.
I can do it. Hadelin,
What?
could I ask you a very special thing?
What?
And I'm going to waddle over him and say, this way, kind of back in the cave.
Kind of stands up and follows you.
So, it's occurred to me that Octha no longer has any memories of his parents. Right? At least not the way that he's come to know them in the past couple of years. Well, there's sort of big dragon problem going on right now, relocating and stuff, and, you know, we don't know what Octa's dad knows and doesn't know, and like we've told him a little bit, but he really should be debriefed on the whole situation for like maybe a couple of days. You know? they need to be made aware of Octa's situation, and there's also you. You're covered in burns, and I feel like your physical condition might not be quite up to snuff, and I want you to be safe. So do the rest of us. Maybe going to the sanctuary would be the best opportunity for you to, one, feel useful, and then two, get back on your feet.
But what if I leave and you guys die? What if I could have, I don't know, helped?
I think if we all die, then if you had been hypothetically with us, you may have died too.
But then
In that-
live with regret.
I don't know about that. I've been running from death an awful lot lately. Pretty much since I left the pasturelands, I've been running from it, and there's good stuff that comes. If we all do die, then how about I come back and haunt you?
That would just make me more sad.
Oh, sorry. I can, then how about, and Sweet Daisy is going to ruffle around in her pockets, and she's going to take out something from the envelope that was in Octa's possession, and she's going to hand it over to Hadalin.
He takes it and looks down at it.
And it's a folded piece of paper. As he opens it, it's a very detailed charcoal drawing of all of us at Dragonfire Island in our party outfits. It's all of us. I know it's not as good as the real thing, but if something does happen to all of us, Adolin, we want you to live. It's hard getting over a loss like that. Some people would say it's impossible, but there's so many people that care about you. You're very important. Very important, Hadalin, and not just because of the reasons why you're useful to people. It's not just because you're smart. It's not just because you know how to build things. Because we like being around you. You're our friend. You're our family.
Can I have you make a diplomacy check for me, please?
Actually, it'd be bluff.
Holy shit.
God damn it, Bear's got me almost crying.
I know,
here.
right?
He's like, never mind, haha, we lying.
I'm not gonna lie, I had to, because I felt like I was gonna cry.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna do Inside of Good Fortune on this roll, so I get to roll twice and take the higher number.
Holy fuck.
Roll bluff.
Okay, that's a 7 on the die. And then my diplomacy is a plus 21. So that one's a 28.
Jesus.
Right.
That's higher than Octa ever was.
And then that one's a 3, so that one's a 24. So a 28.
Okay, 28. He's looking down at the page and looks up. Just says, okay. I promise I'll do this. But he looks up at you. You have to promise me something. If I do this, you have to promise that I... Hold on. I didn't think about it before I started saying it.
Hey guys, Shecky here.
You have to promise to accept what I'm about to say right now.
That's
There's a lot of promises going on right
Caitlin.
now.
That's terrifying. I
What?
can do favors. Promising to do what someone says before they know what
yes.
they're going to do?
Yes.
Promise to accept what he says, not do what he says.
You have to accept.
Okay, so if you accept what I say, I have to accept what you say?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do something that Octha taught me, alright? We're gonna shake on it.
He holds out his hand. Oh,
Sweet Daisy's gonna spit.
I don't like that part.
I know.
Can we just normal handshake?
No. I really didn't like it either. But it's necessary.
Is it? Is it?
And he gingerly shakes
People
your hand.
actively hate it.
I don't like that, but do you accept?
My guy actively works with grease and oil and dirt.
But spit.
and
Spit gets him.
too much for
Gross.
it.
Spit crosses the line. Do you accept?
He's autistic.
Yeah.
You can tell.
While I'm away, and I do things and I make plans, you cannot refuse me if I choose to come back.
Oh, that's okay. I accept those terms. On behalf of everyone here, I accept them.
Okay.
And everyone agrees
That
to this.
extends to everybody else.
Yes.
You don't have to tell them.
I'm just Oh, don't worry. It can be a secret between us.
Okay.
I'll hide you in the walls of whatever new airship we have if I can. You'll be with us whether we know it or not.
All right.
If we
When I
get a
come
new
back.
airship, he better be our pilot again.
Yeah.
When I come back, you better not be like, no, you have to go back and be useless.
Okay. And if we all come back, but I'm just dead, then you have to try and convince everyone to bring me back to life, okay?
I'll try my best.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die and then stay dead. Because
I don't
it's like,
want you
oh,
to
this is
die
what
either.
you would have wanted. I don't
Anyway,
I want to be alive.
Let's-
I want to hide
okay.
tuna cans where they're not supposed to be.
all right. Deal. I would
Okay.
shake your hand again, but I don't want you to spit
No,
in it again.
we can go with just the one. That was fine.
Okay.
It can kind of be like a tarp deal.
Dark deal.
It overglazes the entire agreement. Like a
Vanara
donut.
looks over and says, "Spell is ready."
Sweet Daisy, you need to cast sending.
Okay, I'm gonna send Marks. He's gonna come pick you up. Tell him to bring you to the sanctuary in milk shape. Milk shape.
I've been there before.
Okay, good.
I know
don't
what
want
it
him
is.
to drop you off in some alley and then you don't have any like food or money. So here, and I'm gonna give him 500 gold pieces.
Buy a new outfit.
No, he's gonna buy another fucking pirate outfit.
He's gonna go wide. He's like, "Don't worry, I'll definitely only buy food with this."
Okay, this is for
Definitely.
food and rent. This is for rent for Octha's parents because you're probably going to be renting like a stable from them. They probably have a room. You'll probably be sleeping in
Stable?
Octha's old room.
You get a hay bale.
I'm gonna.
You sleep in the
Yes.
bar.
I will
Yeah.
make good financial decisions with this money
Yes.
that you have given me.
Be grateful. Give money to Octha's family.
Mm-hmm.
And don't torture the animals while you're there. Also, don't eat cat food in front of people, even if you think it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
It just weirds them out and creates an awkward misunderstanding later.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what that could be referring to.
I totally understand. And he
Okay.
puts the money in his pocket.
We love you very much, Adolin. We're
This
going
really
to
is-
do our best to come back to you, alright?
Not if I come back to you first.
Okay, that works out.
Mom
And I'm gonna
sending
give him a
kiddo
big
off
hug.
to college.
He reworked the
He
gear
hugs
to
you
be a walking ship.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
gonna give
walking
Halo
airship.
the biggest hug.
I
He
think,
hugs you back.
I think the gear was still on.
Everyone come over here for a group
It's
hug!
gone.
Halo is leaving!
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
I know I didn't really know you too long. Like me now. I know me before probably did.
It's okay. It's okay. And he looks at you off and says, "You are my favorite."
Don't make me cry.
I don't know who you are.
There's already like weird sibling fucking feelings and like sleeping brain here with you. I don't need to also cry with you telling me I'm your favorite.
Adolin, you're gonna make me cry from jealousy!
Cass is
You're
going
my
to
second favorite. It's okay.
Ouch.
Cass is going to take out the crystals we got a very, very long time ago
Oh
for
my
the
god.
fingers. He's gonna take out the crystals. He's gonna hand them to Hadlin. He's gonna go. We didn't have the warship yet, the airship yet,
No,
did we?
No.
No.
This is
No.
way before.
We got these. We met you. They were used to make fully atomic. How do you say that word?
Attenuated? Autonomated?
Automated
Automated or automaton?
or animated?
Animated. Fully animated fingers for Redwood. I don't know if you'll be able to do anything with these. I don't know any other effects they can do, but go wild.
Okay. I'll do things. I'll do things to them. And he puts them in his pocket.
Does he look so excited?
He looks very excited.
I will not hug him because I think we both don't want that. But Tomo will go for like a little fist bump and then just kind of grab his hand and put something in it or like in his hand, and it's gonna be a little paper like boat that's like could be an airship because it's like a boat in the sky. So, and someone will be like, this is just the first version. I couldn't really make a full one, but
Oh, it looks good. And he very gingerly holds it as to not crush it.
Utgar's just gonna pat him on the head and be like, "Be good."
Oh,
It seems like almost
Just
everyone
grab
is. Yes, it seems like everyone's
Exactly,
giving you
perfect.
things. So
I didn't.
there's more money.
I take off my eye patch that I've always had.
What?
Yeah.
he did have an eye patch since the very beginning.
What?
Yeah, it's a magic item that he's never used.
I have actually. I have used it.
He's used it
sometimes.
once.
Like once.
Yeah,
All
here
the
you
art
go.
I've drawn of Nolson has been wrong?
Well, everybody
They
knows-
killed now.
Everybody knows that head armor goes away when you're in conversations.
Yeah. Everyone hides head armor.
Yeah, so I know you wanted to have the pirate look and it looked really good on you. Here's to start it again. This is magical. You can see through it.
Oh, that's so cool.
And you can see invisible people.
He just puts it on immediately.
You can switch eyes. It does other things.
Sick.
Yeah. You got this. I hope I get bumped up on your tier list and I walk away. You're number 3 now.
He just kind of
Not-
stands.
Which is have you already sent? Remember,
my
remember this
God.
time? Remember this time? Speak in your head, not aloud.
Okay. I'll just go to the back of the cave. That's easier.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go to the back of the cave, and I'm gonna send Marks and tell him
Adolin needs to be taken to the sanctuary via teleportation. I know you're probably busy, so... Teleporting intern? Maybe?
Teleporting intern.
Whoever would work, I guess.
Okay. Your message gets sent off, and a few moments later, you hear back. Oh, yes. If he is currently where he is, I can find him. I'll send someone. And that's it.
He says he'll send someone. So I don't know. I think it'll be like an hour max, Adolin. I'm not sure what time pickup is, but he said he's going to send someone. So I assume by nightfall, tomorrow morning, I will send you to make sure that you got there safe.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So if anything, if he doesn't end up doing it and he forgets, then I'm going to be the next course of action.
Okay.
Okay.
He waves.
Be
Navinara looks
safe.
at you all. Lex, you're muted.
Have a good trip.
This feels like we're like dropping a kid off at a slumber party.
Yeah.
Navinara looks at you all. Alright.
Guys, it's done. What do we do?
And as you all step inside the circle, Navinara steps in as well. Taps the staff on the ground as the runes begin lighting up. As you all feel, once again, as you have before, felt weightless and pulled somewhere else. Somewhere far across the world of Eldivan. Some of you have never been on this continent before. Some others of you have never been back in quite a long time.
Am I the
But as you are transported, that's where I'm going to end today's session.
Wow.